225. Again, almost 2,000 yards this year with 13 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Jeremy Bernard will be one of the wideouts. Ryan Williams, another, with the single setback being Jam Miller. He's behind Milroe, who operates from the pistol. Bama gets the snap away, and a flag comes in. And already Tyler Watts, a pre-snap penalty. Procedure is the call against the Crimson Tide. And not at all what you were looking for.
No, I like the idea, though. I mean, we just got the old school hike my leg when I'm ready for the ball to come back to me. But, you know, a little bit of miscommunication up front is exactly on what cadence that ball was going to be snapped.
Again, Miller to the right now of Milroe. Gets the snap, hands it off. Jammed up was Miller right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a foot, but no more. Savion Jones, big defensive end, led the attack for LSU. They do give him a yard. As C.J. Dupree checks in, Robbie Utes will check out. Bama goes 3 wideouts to the far side of the field. That's the Bama sideline. Ryan Williams, the furthest away from quarterback Jalen Milroe, who will run up to the line of scrimmage to change the play with a clock down to 6 seconds. Play clock now at 3. At 2, snaps off in time. Scrambling is Milroe. To his right, avoids the rush, throws right side, has a man, it's Williams. First down, and down at the 40-yard line. The first down of the game for the Crimson Tide is brought to us by ATIX. Let ATIX be your ticket connection to all Alabama football games. ATIX is the answer. 15 yards on the pickup as Bama operates from their own 40-yard line. Milroe, a fresh set of downs, brings a man in motion in front, hands it off to him. That's Kendrick Law, nowhere to go, and down on the field, our Cooks Pest Control sideline reporter, D Square. Bama need to show some poise here. They did on that second down throw.
Yeah, man, a real hostile environment. I tell you one thing, man, these Cajuns are a lot louder than those hillbillies in Knoxville, man. So this environment is a little steep, but he took control of that situation and got us a first down, man. That's all we can ask for.
Second down and 10, Alabama. Just shy of the 40. Pistol formation, gets the snap, hands it off to Miller. Jam brought down after a gain of a couple. Savion Jones again closing in from the defensive end slot, making the stop and setting up what will officially be a 3rd and 9 now for Alabama as Utes and also Dupree check out. Bama will go with 5 wideouts and an empty set for Milroe. Out of the gun. Ryan Williams, always a man to watch. He is to the near side of the field. Looking, they swing out, wide receiver screen, and a first down for Kendrick Law across midfield before he is tripped up around the 49, a gain of 11, and the first down of the game for the Crimson Tide.
Well, something that's kind of been lacking throughout the course of the season, a number of touches that Kendrick Law has been more of a point of emphasis, especially early on in this game. That's his second touch, and it results in a first down.
So Bama, their second first down, operating now in Tiger territory with Williams and Bernard to the near side of the field. Tight end to the right side in Utes. Play action, Milroe. Looking, plenty of time. Checks down to Justice Haynes, who has the catch, has 8 yards. They'll spot him at the 40. That will be actually a 9-yard pickup. So Damian Bama checking down and picking up good yardage.
Man, I'm happy to see K-Law get touches early in this game, and I really think he's the key to this offense. When he has success, everybody has success.
Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, wide to the right side. Handoff to Haynes, fighting forward inside the 40 to about the 38 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks. Again, a bank first down, and Tyler Tide looking good, mixing things up offensively.
And I love how they're not in a rush. They're taking their time in between plays, making sure that they're not getting in a rush, forcing an unforced error.
Caleb Odom checks in, the freshman wideout, far side of the field. The furthest of the three wideouts on that side of the formation. Handoff, no. Keeping it himself, Milroe, 30, 25, foot race, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Alabama! Jalen Milroe, 39 yards, and Bama gets on the board first.
We've been talking about the last several weeks. Jalen Milroe is at his best. This offense is at its best when he is the number 2 or number 3 rusher in the pecking order. A&M really gouged LSU's defense with a running attack. I love how Alabama came out on this initial series, committed to running the football, a little slow to begin with, but you keep leaning on it, and you're going to figure out this defensive unit and have success on the ground.
Graham Nicholson again on to try the extra point. From the hold of James Burnett, the snap for Nealon Hibbett. All 3 have been completed. All 3 are good, and Alabama getting on the board first. Heck of a start for the Crimson Tide. The Brombergs scoring drive recap. 8 plays, 75 yards, 4 minutes, 11 seconds off the game clock. We've got a 7-0 score in Baton Rouge. Good guys on top. We're back after this on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hello, Tide fans. This is Chris Stewart for Conecuh Sausage. Conecuh's an Alabama fan favorite we all know and love. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
10:49 left to go in the first quarter. It's Alabama with a 7-0 lead at LSU. Tonight's Alabama-LSU game is presented by Beatbox, the original party punch. 9 delicious flavors, non-carbonated and resealable. Be the MVP of your next game day tailgate with Beatbox. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Let's go down to our Cooks Pest Control sideline reporter, Damian Square. Damian, great to get that early lead. It's time for the defense to go to work, and who knows, we could have some rain coming.
Exactly, man. You want to try to get up as much as you can before it gets sloppy out here, man. We're great running football. We got plenty of guys that can run the ball down the field, man. So it's big for Alabama to try to get as much accomplished before this weather gets sloppy, man.
Xavion Thomas near side, Josh Williams the far side of the field. Those are the deep men for the LSU Tigers. Connor Talty set to kick things off, the redshirt freshman out of Chicago. After Alabama just went right down the field. 8-play, 75-yard drive, only needed 1 third down conversion on that drive as the kick will be fielded a yard deep. And it will be Williams bringing it out, gets to the 20. He's got room to the 25. He's going to be slowed up initially, but stays on his feet, and finally is going to be forced out of bounds right around midfield. He returns it 51 yards. on that play, and that gets the crowd re-energized in a hurry here in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, didn't do a very good job of standing in your lanes and collapsing where the ball carrier could go with the football. So great starting field position for this offense.
The ball is spotted at midfield.
So the Tigers literally with the nose of the football right on the 50. Starting things off 1st and 10 with their quarterback, Garrett Nussmeier, Lake Charles, Louisiana native. His father, Doug Nussmeier, former offensive coordinator at the University of Alabama. He'll operate out of the pistol formation now, will Garrett. Looking, fires down the left side and throws it incomplete. Man, the only guy there, it looked like initially for Alabama, was Damani Jackson. And if that pass is thrown lower, Damani's still running.
Well, Q Robinson did an excellent job of being able to get into the backfield, and Nussmeier had to throw the ball before he really wanted to, and it sailed on him out of bounds.
So 2nd and 10 on the first pass of the game from Nussmeier. Only needs 49 more attempts to match what he did 2 weeks ago. Anderson, Lacey, and Daniels are the 3 wideouts to the near side. Single setback is Durham. They'll hand it to him. He'll get to the edge. He'll get more. He will get to the 25, 20, 15, and ridden out of bounds literally near the 5-yard line. They'll spot him right there. Touchdown saving tackle, I believe, from either Damani Jackson or Xavier Brown. It was Damani that got the stop, but quite a run from LSU there.
They caught us in man coverage, and they were able to set the edge there and allow the running back to get on the perimeter pretty much untouched. So 2 plays, one very successful for LSU down inside the 5-yard line.
Now it'll be 1st and goal from the Alabama 5. Nussmeier will bring a man in motion and circle him around. That's Thomas. He will roll the pocket. Nussmeier will. Fires for the end zone. It's caught, but out the back of the end zone. That's an incomplete pass.
And Bray Hubbard doing an excellent job of finding the receiver coming across and forcing it high and out of bounds.
Trades Green made the catch, but it was well beyond the back line of the end zone. They've got a goal line there, but it is outside the field of play, as is the goal line that stretches, and I should say G-O-L-D, not G-O-A-L, just to be clear, inside the red zone on that end. They've got a purple red zone, if you will, marker on the other end. Josh Williams in the backfield, but a timeout's going to be called by LSU.
Timeout, LSU.
They want to talk things over, and we'll keep it right here, as this is only a 30-second timeout. But some confusion there, and Damien Square, Bama really caught off initially on special teams and then also on the second play from scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like we got a little undisciplined on our lanes on special teams early in the game, and we got to get that fixed on the sideline. But right here, man, the defense just got to find a way to get off the field, hold these guys to 3 points or no points. But, this happens. They're at home. They're in their environment. These guys are excited. One of our D linemen got turned on the edge of the line of scrimmage. We just got to play better technique, understand where we're at, understand that those guys are going to have success. We got to stay steady and play to win the game.
Again, Cook's Pest Control brings us our sideline reports from Damien Square. We'll hear from the former Alabama standout quite often throughout the course of the night. As 2nd and goal now from the 5, as the Tigers operate with Williams to the left side of the quarterback, Nussmeier. He's got 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. They'll bring the tight end Taylor in motion. He will block as they'll hand it off and try to bounce it to the outside. Nowhere to go, and stacked up on the play. Justin Jefferson leading the charge in the stop of Josh Williams for perhaps a loss of 1 on the play.
LSU loves to run on the perimeter, but this time choose to go up the middle, and that's the meat of this Alabama defense, and that's where LSU is weaker. So now a very critical 3rd and 6 here early on in this game.
Taylor, the tight end who's split wide to the left. They've got 3 to the near side. Taylor's side is the short side of the field. Nussmeier waiting on the snap, gets it, looks, fires towards the end zone. It is broken up. Great play from Alabama defensively. That was the middle linebacker, Jahad Campbell, in coverage of a receiver, and Kyron Lacey does the job, and Bama does indeed force LSU to try a field goal.
Yeah, Damian talked about it before the game that Lacey is the go-to guy. The ball hit him square in the hands, but Campbell was able to contest it and knock it loose. Would have been a touchdown. Now LSU has to settle for a field goal.
Damian Ramos, the junior from Baltimore, Maryland, will try the field goal. 24-yarder from the far hash. Snaps a little high. Placement's down. The kick is up. It is good, but that's a win for the Bama defense after they gave up a big play down to the 5. The Tide holds the Tigers to 3. Alabama 7, LSU 3, as we have 9 minutes exactly remaining in the opening quarter of play here in Baton Rouge on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Alabama fans! With 15 stores across Alabama and more on the way, Shoe Station is your family's one-stop shop for the footwear brands you know and love. Head into any Shoe Station store and explore our selection of over 30,000 pairs of shoes from top brands like Nike, Hey Dude, Crocs, and so much more. No matter the occasion, Shoe Station has something for everyone. So why wait? Visit Shoe Station today to find your perfect fit.
Big Al, Rammer Jammer, and the $1 Million Band. This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Barkley makes it easy.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Firing downfield, has a man. Catch is made. Touchdown, Alabama.
See the call as we make the call. Watch the booth cam presented by Yay Alabama for each and every Alabama football game. Streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms, you can get a front row seat to every touchdown and every great play reaction from Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts, and the entire Alabama radio crew. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X at UA_CTSN. 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter from Tiger Stadium. Alabama 7 and LSU 3. Crimson Tide holding LSU to a field goal a moment ago, but good work and a goal-to-go situation very similar to the goal line stand we saw against Missouri a few weeks ago. Another big-time stop by Bama, presented by Truckworks, the official commercial truck dealer of the Crimson Tide, with 17 locations throughout Alabama, Mississippi, and the Florida Panhandle. Tyler Watts, Alabama about to get the football back. Really, the first drive went according to plan. What do you expect to see here?
I want to see more running, and I think that's going to be the plan of attack for this Alabama offense, is to establish their will. And it might not show fruit here early on in this half, but over the course of 4 quarters, you can wear down on this defensive front for LSU. So continue to mix things up, attack them, hit them inside, outside. I still think that they're vulnerable on the edges as well. But most importantly, get the ball in space. Pick your times, get the ball in space, and let's run these dudes.
Kendrick Law, Emmanuel Henderson again deep for Alabama, with Aaron Burrell, the place kicker, who kicked an absolute missile out of the back of the end zone on the opening kickoff of the ball game. One of the big plays of the game for LSU was the kickoff return they had after Alabama's touchdown, a 51-yard return. Once again, a high kick and a deep kick. This one carries basically the same distance through the back of the end zone. And the Tide will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line, where they would love to pick up right where they left off offensively.
Well, let's just win one play at a time. I think that's most importantly. This offense, when they execute and stay ahead of the chains and prevent those 3rd and long situations, is when they are at their best.
Only had the 1 third down on that drive, and it was a 3rd and 9 that Bama was able to convert, kept the drive alive, and ultimately got into the end zone on Jalen Milroe's 39-yard touchdown run. Jeremy Bernard, Kobe Prentice are wide outs to the right side. Jam Miller is the single setback as Milroe operated under center. Play action, dumps it off to Jam out of the backfield, and he will carry it to the far side, a gain of about 5. Boy, Quarterback under center.
Love it.
Went old school.
Yeah, play action underneath center, caught the defense off guard. You fake it to Jam Miller. This is the same play that Greg McElroy scored the touchdown against Auburn back in 09 to Coffee, where he fakes the handoff and then hits him in the flat.
So, after the stop by the LSU defense, kept Bama from getting no more than 5. The Tide will go from the pistol. They'll hand it off. And the Tide will carry it about 4 yards, or 3 actually. Jam Miller getting the carry there. Now let's see. They will spot him at the 32, so it will be 3rd down and right at 3 yards. Bama, again, as we said, converting their only 3rd down on its first series. Kendrick Law, Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, all 3 to the wide side of the field, or to the near side, I should say. With Miller to the right of Milroe. Quarterback Keith trying to get to the edge. Does. First down, Alabama, as he's pushed out of bounds. A gain of about 4, but we only needed 3. Damian Square, the Tide going old school right there. A little quarterback Keith to the right.
Hey, if you want to take a crowd out of the game on the road, baby, keep converting 3rd downs and dragging their defense down the field, and that's what we're doing right now, baby.
Well, this is actually a read option, and Jam Miller, he rode him all the way in the line of scrimmage, and Jam recognized he wasn't getting the ball and actually led block for him.
D Square with the save of the game so far as he censored himself, and Bama will operate on 1st and 10 from their 37. Milroe looking, dumps it off to the right side. Catches made. Miller lowers his shoulder and gets up to the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd and short from there.
And here early on, I love how Jalen Milroe is getting rid of the ball quickly. He's got that clock going in his head. When it hits 2-3, he's not waiting. He's hitting his check down in open space and allowing them to advance it.
Law, Williams, and Bernard. Trips to the near side. Quarterback keep right side. Milroe makes one man miss and then gets out of bounds as he had no more room to go there. Gets across midfield as we've got a flag down, I believe, on the near side, or is it? Nope, not a flag. It's like some tape maybe that came off of a player, but an 8-yard pickup there for Milroe, and man, he's looking title like he did about a month ago, not like he did 2-3 weeks ago.
When he is able to get north and south, that's when he's at his best. So he doesn't need to try to stretch this defense lateral. He needs to attack them north and south.
Justice Haynes goes in motion to the right side, leaving an empty backfield for Milroe with 3 wideouts to the left side. Jalen dumps it off, little bubble screen that got popped before it got going. The pass was complete to Bernard, but Bama never got a hat on a hat in terms of the blocking there, and Zy Alexander, the quarter, came up to make the hit for no gain. Actually, a loss of 2.
But another quick hitter. And as you get these DBs starting to attack, you'll then be able to run past them.
Another empty set, this time with 5 wide. 3 right, 2 left for Milroe. He'll look, he'll fire across the middle. The catch is made despite being leveled. Bama getting the catch in close to the 1st down was Ryan Williams. The freshman got stuck, but he made the grab for a gain of 10. It'll be 3rd and a yard. Bama's going to hurry to the line of scrimmage. 3 right, 3 wideouts right. They're going to hand it off, and Justice pulls forward. Justice does indeed have enough for the 1st down, and that will be another 3rd down conversion for the Crimson Tide in their 3rd banked 1st down.
I want to go back to the previous play with Ryan Williams having strong hands as he took contact from the safety Jordan Gilbert to set up that 3rd and short for Justice Haynes.
Correct myself. That's 7 first downs, actually. 3 3rd down conversions for the Crimson Tide so far. Wide out to the right, 2 to the left. Milroe coming up to the line of scrimmage to change the play. Plenty of time. Still got 7 seconds on the play clock. Miller's in the backfield beside him. Play action. They tried to swing it near side, but you had an edge rusher who knocked it down. That was Weeks, I believe, that got the hand up. Weeks the linebacker.
He came from the linebacker and got on the line of scrimmage. It was the perfect play call. He was just able to get on the outside and get that hand up. Otherwise, it might have been a 10-15-yard gain for Alabama.
Instead, it's 2nd and 10, Bama, from the LSU 37. Second time that Bama's had the ball. Second time they've gotten into LSU territory. Jam Miller in the backfield behind Milroe. 3 wideouts right. The tight end to the left side's Robbie Oots. Now they'll bring a man in motion near side in Bernard. Milroe getting the snap. fakes the handoff. Flag on the play as Milroe is able to break a tackle and then fight forward to the 34-yard line. Let's see what we got.
I'm hoping we got offsides.
Hope so, too. That would likely be on the defense.
Offside. Defense number 15. Line up in the neutral zone.
Good call, Coach Watts.
It remains second down.
We'll take it, too. We get to replay the down.
First penalty of the game. And it goes the way of the Tigers. Yeah, right there in the middle. 15 was clearly offsides. Didn't factor into the play because he ran right past Milroe. Big break for Alabama. Now you got 2nd and 5. Strong side right with 2 wideouts right. Now here comes Law in motion. They fake the pitch to him. Milroe dumps it off near side. Miller, 30, 20, 15. Pushed out of bounds around the 12-yard line. A great look. Bama flooded everybody to the right side and then dumped it left out of the backfield to Miller. And Jam gets 19 yards and another bank first down, putting us deep inside the Chick-fil-A red zone.
Because you involved Kendrick Law early in this game, you're now able to use him as a decoy because of his speed. They set up a zone or a screen on the backside. Caden Proctor was one-on-one with the defender, did an excellent job of sealing him off and allowing Jam Miller down around the 12-yard line.
Bernard and Law to the right side. Williams to the left. Now Williams will go in motion. They fake the pitch to him. Now just reading it is Milroe. Stretches forward inside the 10. Gets down to the 6-yard line. Whit Weeks saved the touchdown there for LSU. But Alabama will have 2nd and 5 from the 7-yard line. They can get a first down around the 2.
The patience was incredible by Jalen Milroe. He did not go into that hole initially. He allowed things to develop and then bounced it to the edge. Once again, staying ahead of the chains.
12th play of the drive upcoming for Alabama. 2nd and 4 as Miller split wide right now along with Williams. In motion is Bernard to the right. Bama will run it to the left. Milroe then spins to the right, trying to make a man miss. Flings it out to Bernard, who catches it on a bounce, but they're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Boy, that almost worked out really well, even though it wasn't at all by design. He flipped it to Bernard at the last moment because he was about to get wrapped up, but it was a forward pass that fell incomplete.
And thankfully, it was behind the line of scrimmage because this is a run call all the way. So if it goes past the line, it's illegal men downfield, and we're backing up.
Instead, it'll be 3rd down and 5. From the 7. Again, the first down mark is the 2. Bama 3 of 3 thus far on 3rd downs. Miller is in the backfield with Milroe. He's to his left. Jalen gets the pistol snap. Looking, firing across the middle. Catch made. Jam at the goal line. Did he get in? He's got a first down. He doesn't have a touchdown. He's about that close from points, though. Whit Weeks saved the score as Bama will set it up. The nose of the football right on the goal line. Milroe from the pistol with Miller to his right. Milroe gets a handoff, giving it to Miller, and he does not get in. In fact, he lost a yard on the play as Whit Weeks is again in on the stop.
Still, you're attacking up the middle. Let's be physical up front and find a way to punch this sucker across.
That's exactly what Alabama's going to do. Danny Lewis in at tight end along with Dupree and Robbie Oots. Justice Haynes comes in to join Milroe. Let's see if Bama goes back under center. We saw him do it earlier on a drive. Well, they continue to operate from the pistol. Play clock's down to 5 seconds. 2 tight ends left, 1 right, and I believe a tight end. Boy, Kalen DeBoer, I don't know what his 40 time is, but his 25-yard sprint's pretty good. He went from the 30 down to about the 5 in a hurry to get the timeout, and we'll take the break with him. Alabama will have 2nd and goal, from the 1-yard line, leading it by a score of 7-3 when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we know that there's simply nothing better than the perfect sip of fresh brewed iced tea. And we've been working hard to make sure choosing Red Diamond is always easy, with only simple ingredients: water, tea leaves, and pure cane sugar, or no sugar. We make sure our tea tastes like, well, tea. Stop by your local cooler and pick up a gallon for a perfect sip today. Red Diamond. Perfect's not easy.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek Wetumpka, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek Wetumpka. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Can't wait for Black Friday? Same. Luckily, Kohl's savings start early. Shop Friday through Sunday and score so many deals. At the top of my list, Amazon gets tablets for $49.99. 40% off Cozy Fleece, a shark vacuum for $149.99. And with an extra 15% off, men's flannels are under $17. Plus, you'll earn $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent at Kohl's. Select styles, 15% offer valid November 8th through 10th. Coupons do not apply to Amazon and Shark. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
2:12 left to go in the first quarter. It's Alabama 7 and LSU 3. No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis. From the offseason through the regular season and even into the postseason, we've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/SEC Radio 2024. Go down to our Cook's Pest Control sideline reporter, Damian Square. Damian, Alabama knocking on the door. And even Jalen Milroe has had a few hard hits in this drive. Well-placed timeout to get him a blow, get him good to go for what's coming up.
Yeah, I did think he got a little exhausted on the drive right there. They had a late hit that they probably should have called the penalty on, but we didn't get it, man. But time of possession in the SEC is such a big stat, man. It's almost more important than scoring, man. And to drag these guys down the field, I want to get in the end zone, but we get a chance to beat up the clock a little bit more and get in the end zone. That's a double whammy, baby.
Tell you what, this drive started with about 9 minutes to go in the quarter. We got 2:12 left. So 6:48 off the clock just on this drive. Bama's had it for more than 10 minutes total, almost 11 minutes total in this first quarter. They do have just a 7-3 lead, but trying to add to it right here. Bama will send Law wide right. He's the only receiver there. Justice Haynes in the backfield. To the left of Milroe, who operates from the pistol from the one. Oots shifts to the right side with Dupree as the tight ends. The handoff will go up the gut. Hesitates, couldn't get there initially. Stretches forward. Did he get in? Yes! Touchdown, Alabama. Justice Haynes kept the legs driving. He hit the pile. He bounced off of it. He fell forward, and he found pay dirt, and Alabama has now a 13-3 lead.
When the referees are talking about something here after the play, it was the official. It was the third or fourth effort that he got very, very close. In fact, he did break the plane before hitting the ground.
Are they going to plead the case that the whistle blew first, though?
Rolling on the field with a touchdown. That previous play is under review.
Each review is brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com. BuildSubmarines.com serves as the central hub to recruit and train the thousands of workers needed to build and sustain U.S. Navy submarines. At BuildSubmarines.com, we build giants because it takes one to build one.
This is going to get overturned, unfortunately. His left elbow came down before the ball broke the plane.
And again, the plane is on the front end, right?
Yes, the plane is the start of the white line. So this is going to be spotted at about the 3-inch line.
Go under center and just bull forward. I'm asking you.
I'd attack them on the edge almost. They've been doing a pretty good job in these short yardage situations, and I don't know if you really want just Jalen Milroe running that ball, but you don't necessarily want the play to develop a whole lot either.
LSU with what can be a stingy defense. D-square, what would you expect from the Tigers?
Hey, yard, I'm putting the ball in four hands, man. I'm putting four under the center. I'll probably come out, try to get him to jump outside. fake an adjustment, go right back with the quarterback sneak, man. You're on the road. You want to take the life out of this crowd, and there's no bigger way to take the life out of the crowd than putting 4 in the end zone for the second time.
Well, that much is true. I think they're going to go from the shotgun, however, because you don't want to risk any miscommunication up front and back yourself up to the 6-yard line. So call your play and run it. Get up here. Let's remove all doubt. Let those linemen start leaning forward, and let's blow some folks off the ball.
Yeah, but you know what? They hadn't said yet officially that it's not a touchdown. They're still talking it over down there. If they don't feel there's enough to overturn it, you clearly saw enough early, but the officials are still talking it over right now. Ken Williamson, our referee, the replay official, or heading up the replay officials, John Allman.
After further review, ruling on the field stands.
Wow.
Touchdown.
You know, all that stuff we talked about? Never mind. Touchdown, Alabama.
Wow.
2 minutes, 6 seconds on the game clock.
Well, they broke it down of what we would have done to score on the next play if we needed to, but we didn't. Touchdown, Bama. It is 13-3, 2:06 remaining here in the first quarter. And they ain't happy here in Tigerland. Graham Nicholson on to try the extra point. Snap and hold are good. The kick is up. It is good as well. The Crimson Tide scoring their second touchdown. Justice Haynes, 15 plays, 75 yards, a glorious 7 minutes and 4 seconds off the game clock. That is your Bromberg's scoring drive recap. And Tyler Watts, Bama went old school on that drive in terms of the number of plays, the yards, the time of possession. There may have been some new school mixed in with the play calling, but it was beautiful, and it's a 14-3 Bama lead.
And you also were able to overcome a couple of adverse situations with some 3rd and long, 2nd and long situations, but a heck of a job keeping the chains moving, getting down inside the 5-yard line, and then playing bully ball.
Xavier Thomas is the deep man. He had the 51-yard return on the last kickoff that Connor Talty had. And again, Connor's kicking into a slight breeze with a slight rain falling. And it'll be fielded at the 2-yard line by Thomas. Gets to the 15, gets spun around at the 16, and goes down at the 17-yard line. So after the big return previously, tried to run it out again at Damien Square. Bama bruising them a little bit here in Bengal country.
Hey, we're doing things the Bama way right now, baby, playing big-time bully ball, and that's how you play great defense on offense, man, putting together long drives, man.
So from their own 17, Nussmeier will have Caden Durham in the backfield behind him. Pistol formation with 3 wideouts to the near side. Nussmeier walks up to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Bama up 14-3. They run it right side. They cut it back. They get good yardage, a gain of about 6 yards on that play. Bray Hubbard makes the stop, but not until they get to the 25, so a gain of 8 for the Tigers on first down, and not thrilled with the success they're having running the ball, Tyler. That's not something they have enjoyed great success with this year.
It's just a wide zone play with a lot of holes that will open up as the play develops. LT Overton did a good job of setting the edge, but it was about 2 or 3 yards downfield.
Rain starting to fall a little more steadily now as Taylor comes in motion. He'll be a lead blocker, but they'll hand it off to the right side on that play. It's going to be close to the first down. Won't get there, though. 3rd and about a yard still to go. So a big 3rd down play here early. Tigers have not had, or excuse me, they're 0 for 1 on 3rd down so far. That came around the goal line when they had 1st and goal from the 5. Starting things off, here's Durham in the backfield to the left of Nussmeier. Quick toss to him, tries to cut it up, gets just enough for the first down but not a whole lot more, Tyler, as the Bama D cuts him down after a gain of about 2. 1st and 10, though, for the Tigers now from their own 27, maybe the 28-yard line.
And you know that this offense has to be feeling anxious right now. They're not going the pace they're normally accustomed to. Alabama doing a good job. Needs to set the edge a little more on those wide zone plays. But right now, LSU not throwing the ball with success.
2 wideouts right. That's the direction Nussmeier's looking, but dumps it off to the tight end Taylor, who gets cut up on a nice tackle in the open field by Malachi Moore. Still, it's a gain of about 6 or 7 on that play to the 35.
Just a little play action. You hit your tight end. What's last play of this quarter? So only 1 possession, really, and LSU starting off on only their 2nd possession of this ball game.
The clock does hit 0, ending the first quarter of play. Alabama, a 14-3 lead over the Tigers here in Baton Rouge. We're back in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Ever wondered what a 30-foot tall pistachio looks like? A giant redwood or Big Sur? Chevron with Techron will be there to help you see them and tons of other places you have to see to believe. Because with unbeatable mileage and a clean engine, cars feel great. So next time you want to fill up on a little adventure, an awkward family photo, or a new commute to work, make sure to fill up at Chevron's along the way. Your car and your memories will thank you. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Every Alabama tailgate has food. But when you bring Hellman's to your tailgate, the buffalo chicken dip makes the Crimson Tide drool. That pimento cheese dip isn't just tasty, it's legendary. And the burgers? Those are the tailgate MVPs. With a squeeze of creamy, delicious Hellman's, every bite is a taste touchdown. Hellman's, official mayonnaise of Alabama Athletics.
And it's time now for your Alabama Power School Board Update. I'm Brian Houseworth, live in studio. Number 7, Tennessee, leading Mississippi State 14-7 right now. Number 24, Missouri and Oklahoma scoreless second quarter for O'Field. Number 3, Georgia goes down to Ole Miss today, 28-10. And Notre Dame leading Florida State 14-3. That game right now, second quarter. I'm Brian Houseworth, live in studio. Back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. And Roger.
Thank you, Brian. The first quarter recap presented by Knox Pest Control. 80 years of experience, Knox Pest Control has been serving the communities of Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, and North Florida, offering pest control, wildlife control, and lawn care. Call 877-KNOX-PEST or visit knoxpest.com. Knox knocks them out. So far, we've seen 2 rushing touchdowns for the Crimson Tide, a 39-yard score for Jalen Milroe, and then a 1-yard rush for Justice Haynes. We have seen a Ramos 23-yard field goal for LSU, giving us a score of 14-3. That Justice Haynes 1-yard touchdown rush meant that Bama scored from inside the Chick-fil-A red zone. Download the Chick-fil-A app to claim your free Chick-fil-A special offer by midnight tonight. The offer is redeemable at participating Alabama Chick-fil-A restaurants coming up next week, Monday through Friday. Alabama and LSU on this Saturday in Baton Rouge. Tonight's game is presented by Beatbox, the original party punch, 9 delicious flavors, gluten-free, low sugar, and resealable. Be the MVP of your next tailgate with Beatbox. We continue live inside the Alabama Credit Union broadcast booth. Feel good about your money with Alabama Credit Union. And on the call here in the second quarter, the voice of the Crimson Tide, Chris Stewart.
Roger Hoover, thank you so very much as the rain has begun to fall rather heavily down on the playing surface at Tiger Stadium. Coach Kalen DeBoer's Crimson Tide at the moment not bothered by it, as it's a 14-3 Crimson Tide lead. Garrett Nussmeier bringing the Tigers from our right to our left, facing a 2nd and 3 as he'll operate from the pistol formation. 2 wideouts right, 1 left. Single setback is Durham to his right. Nussmeier hands it off, and there's nowhere to go. What a hit delivered by Deontay Lawson. The position is called the stinger. And oh, mercy, did he do just that?
Boy, did he ever. I thought this was about a 4-yard loss. He's only going to get credit for a 2-yard loss, but he shot the gap on the attempted running play by LSU.
So 3rd down and 4 upcoming from their own 34-yard line. 3 wideouts left, including Mason Taylor. Anderson, Lacey, and Hilton are the wideouts. 1 of them to the right, 2 to the left, and Nussmeier's got to call another timeout. That is their second timeout used this half.
It's the second time that Garrett Nussmeier has allowed the play clock to get down. He was about to get another delay of game, so he was forced to burn their second timeout here early in the second quarter.
Tyler, what's the issue there for him?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's the looks that the defense and Kane Womack is giving right now. He's mixed it up. Garrett Nussmeier's seeing man coverage, but he knows that they're not going to stay in it. He's seeing some backers put their nose in the A gaps, and now he's wanting to make sure he gets in the perfect play, but he hasn't seen this defense because of the week of preparation.
Damian Bama trying to mix it up, but the main thing is they're aggressive.
Hey, mirror dressing, try to get off the field here on 3rd downs. You can imagine this guy is really frustrated. He's a guy that normally throws the ball 40 times a night. This is a very sloppy environment. I can only imagine how frustrated that guy is right now.
So here come the Tigers facing a 3rd and 4 with Durham in the backfield. To the right of Nussmeier at the moment. He's got 2 wideouts right. He's got the tight end in Taylor offset initially. Now he splits wide left, putting a pair both sides. Getting the snap, Nussmeier looking, stepping up in the pocket, firing down the near side. It's too high and it's incomplete. Good coverage there on Kyron Lacey by Alabama's, I think, Jalen Mbakwe. No, it's Devontae Smith. Excuse me, it was 8, not 9 as I'd originally said. Devontae Smith, 5th DB, coming over doing a great job in coverage.
Yes, it was. Just a zone concept. You had a little out route with a corner over the top of it. So Devontae Smith had Mason Taylor once he came into his zone, and he was where he needed to be, forcing the throw to be high and out of bounds.
Ryan Williams is the deep man, standing back at his 25, waiting on the punt from Blake Oceandorf. Snap to his right, able to field it though, and boots an end-over-end kick. The line drive, fielded by Williams. He's got room. Williams 35, 40, spins 45, gets to midfield, stays on his feet forward to about the 47-yard line of LSU. It was a low, very returnable kick, and Ryan rocketed 29 yards for an Alabama first down in LSU territory. Timeout on the field. Bama will have the ball and the lead. 14-3 our score when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The best defense against ants, spiders, mosquitoes, and other pests is Cook's Pest Control. The pest control experts at Cook's ensure pests are banished from your thoughts and your home for good. Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. Cook's Centricon system is today's best technology for termite control. Protect your house with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for a free inspection.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
Alabama football lives here.
Let's get out of here.
This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Tide fans, let's take a 30-second time out for a quick mental getaway to Pensacola. Sugar white sands, crystal clear waters. Remember, your perfect getaway is just a short drive away. So hit the road for the ultimate time out from the hustle and bustle. Fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, and relaxing beaches. All waiting for you in Pensacola. Saturdays with the Tide and any day with your toes in the sand. That's the way to beach. Plan your getaway at visitpensacola.com.
In football, a triple threat is a player who can do it all. For barbecue, Dreamland is a triple threat. You can dine in, carry out, or let us cater your next event. For the ultimate tailgating experience, nothing beats a rack of legendary Dreamland ribs with your favorite sides. If you got a taste for winning, treat your team to Dreamland. There ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. A proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
14 minutes left in this second quarter. It's Alabama 14 and LSU 3. Across the conference is presented by Homewood Suites, and most notably today in Oxford, it was Ole Miss picking up a 28-10 win over third-ranked Georgia. Now the Bulldogs with 2 losses on the season, of course, to Alabama earlier this year, and also today to the Ole Miss Rebels. But right now, it's Alabama with a 14-3 lead against LSU. And Taylor Watts, I'll go to you. Already a couple of great drives for Alabama, holding on to the football, churning out a lot of clock as well. Do you expect more of the same on this drive?
I certainly hope that we do. We talked about it last time. Let's keep running the football, and there's a point of emphasis. When you incorporate your quarterback in the running attack, it becomes a triple option, and it really forces that defensive unit to sit back and wait to see what develops and what happens. And when you get a defense where they're not attacking, that's when you can eat them alive. So incorporating Jalen Milroe with some jet sweep as well as the running back actions, this LSU defense is reeling right now.
14 minutes exactly remaining in this second quarter. Alabama starting its drive from the LSU 48-yard line. 2 wideouts right, 1 left for Milroe with Miller in the backfield. Milroe looking, firing deep downfield. He's got Williams. Could not bring it in. It was just 1 tick ahead of him. He tried to make the diving grab, couldn't reel it in, and Tyler Watts, there wasn't a tiger within 5 yards of him.
No, Jalen Milroe had a little bit of pressure in his face. Braden Swinson was able to get around the right edge and maybe force that ball a little quicker than Jalen Milroe wanted to throw it, but Ryan Williams has this in his hands and is just not able to cradle it.
It was a better throw than I thought it was. The rain is falling, and Williams couldn't bring it in, but he had a good 3 steps on the defender. Miller in the backfield gets the handoff, cuts it back. It is going to be brought down for a gain of only a yard. Oh, man. We just about had this place.
Next play.
Dead silent.
Come on, Chris. Next call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3rd and 9 upcoming. Bama 4 of 4 on 3rd downs thus far.
And what you want to see right here on 3rd down is this, we're going to punt it if we don't get it, or are we going to try to pick up 4 or 5 yards? And if we're short, we're in that no man's land, and we go for it on 4th down.
Law, Henderson, and Bernard are the wideouts, bunched in tight to the left side of the formation. Again, it's Miller in the backfield. Play clock down to 5. Milroe calling the play. Got to hurry. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and a timeout again called by Coach Kalen DeBoer. It's Bama's second timeout as well, but up 14-3, you can afford to be much more patient right here and make sure that you're getting the right play call.
And especially where you are on the field. Like I said, if you pick up 8 or 9 yards, you're still short of the first down, but you have to think about going for it on 4th down. So you don't want to squander this opportunity on LSU's side of the 50. Make sure you're in the right play. Obviously a little bit not understanding what the defense was doing for Jalen Milroe as he's trying to get his offense in the right play. Play just ran out, so a good timeout.
D-Square, I know how it looks right now from where we are, but frankly, we've got a limited window, literally, from which we can see. How hard is it raining?
Yeah, I'm a Texas guy, so it's not raining that hard to me, man. Actually, it's a great day for football, if you ask me, baby.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
I got you. In other words, he ain't giving Ryan Williams any slack on that pass just a few minutes ago. All right, 3rd down and 9, Bama from the LSU 47-yard line. Milroe with 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Jam Miller is the running back to his right. Again, Milroe will have to run to the line of scrimmage, but he's got plenty of time to change the play. Play clock is just now down to 10 seconds. It's at 8. They get the snap off in a hurry. Milroe dumps it across the middle. He's got Miller, 1st down. Jam gets near the 35. Move those sticks after another. Bank first down.
So LSU went to a 3-safety look there. They were trying to guard the chains, and Jam Miller comes out of the backfield on a little arrow angle route. So he goes to the flat and then cuts it back across a great big old empty area. Same play they had earlier in the first quarter down to the 2-yard line. They're able to move the sticks once again on 3rd and long.
Bama 5 of 5 on 3rd down conversions in this opening half of play. 12-yard pickup puts it at the LSU 36. Oots and Dupree both in the game. Tight ends, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. They'll hand it off. It's Miller. He's got room inside the 35 and pulls his way down inside the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd and right at 5 to go for the 1st down.
This offensive line is starting to really show their strength up front. And when they see a running back like Jam Miller take on contact and drive 2 defenders an additional 3 yards, that gives them a little more pep and makes them want to work harder to open up those holes.
Josh Cuevas will be a tight end to the right side. You've got both Dupree and Oots to the left side of the formation. Only wide out at the moment is Law to the near side with Justice Haynes in the backfield. He'll get the carry left side, looking for a block, fights forward for about a yard to the 29 of LSU. It'll be 3rd down, 3.5 or 4 for the first as Ashton Stamps and Greg Penn, the corner and linebacker respectively, combined on the stop.
Well, this Alabama offensive line set the edge, and we're able to get some guys out front and get the edge. But unfortunately, we weren't able to capitalize on it.
Haynes out, Miller in to replace him for Bama on 3rd and 4. Danny Lewis, the tight end in the ball game for Alabama.
And I think you got 4 down territory here. Boy, we're taking forever. We're about to take the 3rd time.
It's all right if it works, right? If you get a score on this drive, especially a touchdown, 11:06.
3rd and final hot time out of the half.
The time left, and we'll take the break as well. Again, just over 11 minutes remaining in this second quarter of play. Bama up 14-3 and knocking on the door with a 3rd and 3 upcoming from the Tiger 29 here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
To book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
I'm Cole Adams. And I'm Jeremy Bernard. We are all excited to enjoy the energy of Bryant-Denny Stadium this fall, but viruses that cause respiratory diseases are still prevalent in our communities.
Vaccination against these viruses is very important for everyone, and especially for those who are at a higher risk of developing serious complications, including older Americans and those with certain medical conditions.
For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today.
Stay safe and roll Tide.
11:08 left to go in the second quarter. Alabama 14 and LSU 3. Crimson Tide fans reminded to stay up to date with all recommended vaccinations. Flu season is here, and COVID-19 continues to affect our community. So don't wait. Vaccinate. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today to learn more about how you can stay up to date on vaccinations. ADPH is proud to support the Crimson Tide. Alabama trying to keep this drive going. 3rd down and 3 coming up on the LSU 29. Tyler Watts, where would you go with football?
Boy, I've been battling this in my mind. I would love to see something on the edge with Jalen Milroe, maybe with another jet sweep look to try to occupy linebackers or give them a little confusion. And again, jet sweep, handed it off. Might not be a bad idea either. We struggle a little bit running the ball between the tackles right now, but as we continue to hit the edges, that's going to loosen up on the interior. But I keep the ball on the ground because I'm telling you, I'm still thinking 4 down territory here.
Alabama has it at the LSU 29. 3rd down and 3. Bama again 5 of 5 on 3rd down conversions so far. C.J. Dupree, Robbie Oots. 2 tight ends once more. And add Danny Lewis Jr. to the mix. Single setback, Jam Miller to the left of Milroe, operating from the pistol. He does have Kendrick Law split wide left. As Milroe will bring Law in motion to the near side. They'll hand it off to Miller. We've got a flag down, and a procedure call is going to be made against Bama.
Ball start, offense number 87.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's a tight end.
That's Danny Lewis. And they were about to run right behind him, too. And they had the look. They brought the jet sweep motion, so they would have been reading the backside edge. Jalen Milroe on a cornerback, or Jan Miller even lead blocking for him.
Is it even more two-down territory here? Considering with the rain falling, you'd be looking at a 50-plus yard field goal?
Yeah, it's too far for a field goal. You've got to pick up yards.
Miller, the single setback. Williams, the wide out left. You've got three options to the right. Milroe stepping up in the pocket, looking deep. He's got a man, but he overthrows the intended receiver, Emmanuel Henderson Jr.
Just a touch. I mean, throw the ball up there, let him run under it. He threw it on a line. There was no room for error. Emmanuel Henderson had a step or two on his defender, but there was just no margin for error on this throw.
Well, the rain has stopped all of a sudden. And so it looks like Nicholson is going to come on and try the field goal. His career long is 52. He did that a year ago when kicking for Miami of Ohio. This one would be 52 yards as well. From just inside that far hash. The hold from Burnett, the snap from Nealon Hibbett. And a flag comes in. Let's see. They did go ahead and snap it and kick it, and it's wide right, but there was a delay of game first.
5-yard penalty.
It's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to remain fourth down. And, boy, that's an angry coaching staff across the way for Alabama. You had no timeouts left. And so now Burnett's just going to have to punt it. And LSU gets a stop for the first time tonight.
It is, and it's unfortunate because that's the third time we've allowed the play clock to go down to where it's really hurt us. However, we're going to benefit from this, believe it or not. Squandered opportunity. You missed out on an opportunity, chance to put points on the board, but that wasn't going to be good. So it's better that we pin them back as opposed to them starting at the 40-yard line.
Again, a break even when we have failure, as Burnett will get the snap. He'll kick this one end under end. It will check up at the 8 and bounce back towards the 10-yard line, but that's where it's dead, and you're right. Boy, that's still, with the flag coming in, it saved us a good, 20 yards, 25? So LSU will have it, but it's back inside their own 10-yard line with 10:54 remaining in the second quarter, and Bama's still on top, 14-3. Damian, what'd you see?
Hey, I don't like the mistake we made right there on the field goal, but I like us pinning these guys back with this wet surface. Anything can happen right there. We need to get after these guys with their back up against their goal line.
Josh Williams in the backfield to the left of Nussmeier, operating from the pistol play action. Looking down the seam. He's got Taylor. He gets hit, but he hangs on to it across the 35, around the 37-yard line. Maybe the 36 is where they'll spot it. First down and 10 for LSU as they get out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Yeah, Bray Hubbard was covering the flat area, and that allowed the seam to come wide open for Taylor.
24 yards on the game, and LSU will operate from the 36. Play action, note reverse. Coming to the near side. Can Bama cut it off? No. He'll get up to the 45. Xavion Thomas with a nice gain of about 13 yards. They'll move the sticks on back-to-back plays. And while Bama has dominated the time of possession and a 14-3 advantage on the scoreboard as well, LSU, when they've had success, has done so rapidly.
Well, and one thing is they're still really in their script. They hadn't run but 10, 11, 12 offensive snaps this entire game.
Williams again in the backfield to the right of Nussmeier. Two wideouts right, one left. Tight end to the right side. Play action, Nussmeier. He'll swing it to the man he faked it to in Williams. He'll get good yardage again inside the 40 and down near the 36-yard line of Alabama. Another first down for the Tigers. 3 plays in succession, moving them all the way from their own 10 all the way up to the Alabama 36 after that 16-yard gain. 2 right, 1 left. Single setback to the right of Nussmeier. Again, I believe that's going to be Williams. It is. Nussmeier, play action to him. Nussmeier, plenty of time, fires right side. It is going to be broken up. It was almost picked off by Xavier Brown, but he got hit by the receiver, and we've got a flag down in the secondary as roughing the passer is going to be called on Alabama, and I believe Tim Smith.
You know, the ball sailed high, And Xavier Brown had it in his hands. Would have been an interception had Aaron Anderson not broken it up as he was starting to pull it in. Boy, they got away with a face mask on that one, too.
They did. His hand went right through the ball, but it also went into the face mask of Brown, and there was no flag for it, and that's a tough call.
Well, and it's unnecessary. Tim Smith's got to stay off him. He's 2 steps away when he makes contact. The ball's already gone.
The bigger contact came as he was falling down, though. There's a big hit leveled. Bray Hubbard absolutely tattoos Josh Williams. 18 on 18 right there. And mercy, was that a huge hit by the Bama defensive back.
Boy, you talk about reading the play develop. Bray Hubbard came up and absolutely, he went for the ball, but unloaded on Josh Williams.
Hubbard out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, the sophomore free safety, almost freed Williams' teeth from his jaw. 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Tigers. 2 wideouts right. They've got 2 bunched in left. They'll run it left with Jawan Johnson, and he is going to be down the left sideline, out of bounds near the 10, but 2 flags right in front of the official are going to bring this one back. Will Campbell, the left tackle, still chirping at Bray Hubbard, I believe, but he may have committed a hold.
Yeah, he was proud of his block, but that's because he tackled Bray Hubbard to the ground.
Holding offense number 66. 10-yard penalty, previous spot. Repeat, 2nd down.
I can get a pancake block if I'm allowed to tackle you.
Exactly. Tougher to say than do, but Alabama with a defensive stand or try to come up with one, as it'll be 2nd and 20 from the 31. Jawan Johnson again in the backfield to the right of Nussmeier. Swings it out to him. That's going to be a pass that's incomplete. The way initially Johnson was reacting, thought it may have been a lateral, but it was the correct call. Incomplete pass. And it will be 3rd and 20 for the Tigers.
So know where your sticks are and guard the seams. Make sure Jahad Campbell and Deontay Lawson are getting back in those lanes. You know that LSU is probably going to target Mason Taylor on some sort of seam route. That's the weakness of this Alabama defense.
3rd and 20. Nussmeier swings it out again, trying to set up the bubble screen again. A little more successful because they did complete it, but they only get to the 26-yard line. That, however, does make a more manageable field goal try after the pickup there. Gets it to the 26, and so they will bring on their field goal kicker, Ramos, who on the season is 13 of 17. Last week, just 1 of 3, though. This will be a 44-yard try from the far hash. Snap and hold are good. The kick is up. It's got enough leg, and it is good. So Ramos, with the 44-yarder, knocks it through, and Alabama forces the Tigers to settle for 3 more. But it's a 14-6 game now. Alabama still on top. 8:26 remaining in quarter number 2 when we come back here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
The Crimson Tide plays here. This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drop, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
This season, don't let your home comfort fumble. Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is a proud partner of Alabama football and has been delivering the highest standards in home comfort across Birmingham for over 60 years. If you're looking for a great team and elite service from a quality company that cares, you can't miss with Brown in Birmingham. Score big this fall with Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit brownheatingandcooling.com/specials to save on your next service. Roll Tide.
8:26 remaining in this second quarter. Alabama 14, LSU 6. This fall, reach for Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Evan Williams 1783 Small Batch on game day. Evan Williams Bourbon is a proud partner of the Crimson Tide. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey from Bardstown, Kentucky. 43 to 45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Think wisely, drink wisely. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
Kendrick Law and Emmanuel Henderson again deep for Alabama, but may not matter as Aaron Burrell has kicked 2 kickoffs over the back of the end zone. Neither had been returnable if Law had wanted to. Not even putting a decision into it, but this is the first time he has kicked into what's a pretty decent breeze. Burrell approaching the football on a rainy night in Baton Rouge. This one sails high and not quite as deep, but it does hit into the end zone, and Law says forget about it. Touchback, and Bama will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Okay, for the first time, Bama had a drive that did not end in points, but still a productive one. Took a lot of time off the clock, pinned them deep. Unfortunately, LSU still was able to get points out of their drive, but the offense just keep doing what you're doing.
You have to. You have a good game plan. You're able to attack this defense in multiple levels. You got to continue to do that. Inside, outside, putting the ball down the field. But I love Jalen Milroe getting rid of it quickly.
Law, Bernard, and Williams wide to the right side. Williams the widest to the right as the handoff, a straight one to to Miller from Milroe, and Jam will work his way near the 27-yard line. Jordan Gilbert, the safety, came up and made the stop, but not until he gets 4 yards on first down. Boy, running the ball very well tonight is Alabama. 72 yards, make it 76 now, rushing to go with 97 through the air. That's 173 total for the Crimson Tide offensively. Kobe Prentice in the game. He and Law are wide to the right. Now Law will go wide left, gets a handoff on a sweep. Kendrick trying to cut it back, gets across the 30 to about the 33. It'll be 3rd and a couple upcoming for Alabama as Jam Miller went from runner to blocker on that play. He was running interference for Law on that reverse.
And you're just that much shy of hitting a big gainer there on the edge. You're forcing the safeties to come up and run support. It's going to open up other opportunities later on, but you continue to wear down this defensive unit for LSU.
Instead of reverse, really just a sweep for the receiver right there, as now it'll be 3rd and 2 yards. Tight ends, 2 to the left side for Alabama. Miller in the backfield, Milroe, the quarterback. Bama with no timeouts left, but 7 seconds left on the play clock. Milroe gets the snap, looking. Now he's going to scramble. He's going to run it. He's going to get a block. He's going to pick up the first down, and he will get more than that up to the 40-yard line. Jalen Milroe, another nice decision for him. He has been really good throwing it in the ball game. He has also now been able to run it very effectively, getting the first down, a bank first down up to the 39-yard line.
And he did a good job of getting back towards the line of scrimmage after he started his scramble. He's best when he goes north and south, not towards the sideline.
Oots and Cuevas are the tight ends now to the right side for Alabama. Receivers are bunched in, but Milroe goes play action. Looking, he's going to tuck it and run up the middle. Wisely slides down just shy of the 45-yard line. A good first down pickup for Alabama. Make it now 2nd down and about 6.
Yeah, we had a home run dialed up to Ryan Williams. It was covered up by the LSU secondary. So Jalen Milroe did a good job. He didn't have any check downs. He tried to hit it off to Jam Miller, but he was covered up as well. So going back towards the line of scrimmage, stepping up in the pocket was something we hadn't seen in previous weeks. And early on here, Jalen Milroe is doing a nice job of that.
He is 10 of 14 passing. He's also got 6 carries for 66 yards. He's thrown it for just shy of 100. Justice Haynes in the backfield. He will get the carry. He'll get the first down. He'll get more into LSU territory at the Tiger 48.
And right now, these linebackers for LSU, which are pretty good, Whit Weeks and Greg Penn, they have no idea what way to step. They're having just to sit still. That's allowing our offensive linemen to get up on them and be able to create some nice holes.
96 yards rushing, 97 yards passing. For those of us that love to see balance, that's about as good as it's going to get tonight. 1st and 10 Bama from the Tiger 49 officially. Handoff again goes to Haynes. Haynes pulling his way inside the 45 and down to the Tiger 42. Josh Cuevas, the tight end, running interference there, but the entire offensive front doing its job on that 7-yard pickup.
Heck of a push, and you're still picking up an extra blocker with Jalen Milroe because of the fake and the presence, the danger that he has out the backside. These LSU defenders have to, their goal is to stop number 4. That creates so many other opportunities for Justice Haynes and Jam Miller.
Haynes out, Miller in, Cuevas out, Oots in for Alabama's the tight end. Also Dupree in the game, tight end to the left side. Bama running it again, up the gut, a yard there. It's going to be 3rd and 1, make it a 2-yard pickup, leaving 3rd and 1 now. Braden Swinson, the defensive end, made the play for the Tigers, but Bama runs to the line of scrimmage. They want to go quickly. Milroe on a low snap picks it up. He'll keep it himself. He'll stretch forward, and he may have gotten the first down. No, they say, as they'll put him down at the 40. That snap rolled back there initially. Parker Brailsford may have had it slip out of his hands. It was a tough snap regardless, and Bama's got a lineman down at the moment, which we hate to see. That snap may have hit his leg, Tyler.
Yeah, it slipped out of Parker Brailsford's hand, and you have Jaden Roberts down.
Yeah, that's not good. Now, Roberts, the right guard, the one who's injured.
One thing I wish would have happened, Jalen Milroe was able to go secure the football off the ground, but then he went back to try to hand it off again. Just go ahead and go back towards the line of scrimmage. Alabama very fortunate that we didn't lose more yardage.
Got an injury timeout brought to you by Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center, the official sports medicine provider for the Alabama Crimson Tide football team. They are still looking at Brailsford, looking apparently at his left leg. He is still laying on his back right now, the big fella. They're about to help him up, I believe. Good luck with that. It's going to take 4 people to do it. Hope he can put some weight on that left leg, and man, unfortunately right now he is not. 6'5", 310, a junior out of Houston, Texas, and no weight whatsoever being placed on that left leg. So Roberts is the man being helped off the field. Jaden Roberts being assisted off the field.
So now Gino Vandermark, who has played a lot of snaps at right guard, will come in and fill that position. And he's actually already had a couple snaps in tonight's game at center when Parker Brailsford had to come out. So Gino Vandermark, no stranger to the situation. Got to find a way to pick up 1.5 yards here.
4th down. In a solid yard. Jam Miller in the backfield. Milroe, the pistol. Waiting on the snap. Gets it. Hands it off. Jam stacked up. Fights forward. I think he got it. No, man, based on one spot, I don't know that he did. I hope they review this, and I hope they can see something, because at the moment, LSU has turned away the Tide with 3:37 remaining in the second quarter of play.
Well, on that right side, offensive line fires off. They create a nice hole, but we had backside penetration.
Slowed it down. Yep, sure did, Tyler.
And it was C.J. Dupree who got beat across his face, and that backside penetration is what caught our running back in the backfield.
So now the defense called on with 3:37 to go to keep the Tigers 8 points behind. Play action. Nussmeier forced to scramble. Pressure coming. Ball's on the deck. Bama's fighting for it. Bama's got it. A takeaway for the Tide. Picking it up for Alabama. Tim Smith after the fumble was forced by Jahad Campbell.
Well, we talked about pressure up the middle against this LSU offensive line. Chester and Frazier. We did an excellent job of that defensive front. I want to get Damien to talk about this, about how Campbell was able to come through so free.
D-square. Could you hear us?
Hey, that's the way you affect the quarterback, man. In this environment, it's kind of hard to hold on to the football. That ball bounced our way, baby. Now we can shove it down there, throw.
So what it was Chester, the center. He just let Campbell run right past him. He's looking to his left. He had no one to go to, and Campbell ran right by him and was able to force that fumble.
He pointed at him the whole way, though, as we saw the replay.
Thinking he had help.
He didn't get any. Bama ball, 1st and 10. Quarterback draw, Milroe, 30, 25, cuts back 20, still on his feet, 15. Milroe getting to the boundary wisely and knocked out at the 10 as Alabama, with 3:21 to go in this quarter, gets a 22-yard run from Jalen Milroe, and the Tide back inside that Chick-fil-A red zone at the Tiger 10.
Well, this is a design draw the whole way. He had Justice Haynes out lead blocking for him. He's able to cut across the field. This defense right now for LSU is gassed. They have been on the field all the first half in this game.
Bama dominating time of possession, 19 minutes plus. Williams split wide left, right side Bernard. Only running back Haynes to the right of Milroe. Jalen keeps it himself. Pump fake on the pass. Now wisely just throws it away over the head of the tight end who was in the area in C.J. Dupree. Braden Swinson, the defensive end, was chasing him the whole way.
Normally I would agree, but in this situation with 2:39, he might have been better off just taking a 1-yard loss. I know you don't want to take the loss, but now you stop the clock. You're not down to the 2-minute warning or the 2-minute timeout.
LSU's got 1 timeout left if you're looking ahead, plus the 2-minute timeout that Tyler referenced. 2:39 to go in the half. Bama trying to add to a 14-6 lead. Milroe, 5. Milroe, end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. The quarterback draw, and the Tide rolls to a 20-6 lead.
You know what a good offensive coordinator does? When he has a successful play, he's not scared to come back to it. Nick Sheridan, they ran the exact same play 2 plays before. It was wide open. Why not call it again? He does. Jalen Milroe, wide open, walks into the end zone.
Extra point attempt upcoming from Nicholson, the senior out of Cincinnati. The hold from Burnup upcoming, and the snap from Nealon Hibbett. Kick is up. Kick is good, and the Tide with a 21-6 lead. Another Bromberg's scoring drive recap. 3 plays, 32 yards. We took less than a minute off the clock. 55 seconds officially. Jalen Milroe, the touchdown run for the Crimson Tide. That one covering 10 yards, and Alabama enjoyed a 21-6 lead with 2:35 to go, man. Amazing Damien Square, how the momentum shifted and then immediately shifted right back to Crimson.
Yes, sir. Hey, these guys are playing big-time football. Now they can pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. When you're playing great offense like that, you can dictate what the offense has to do. And these guys clearly got to get on the field and put the ball in the air. Let's see how Alabama defense handle it.
Nussmeier just 4 of 10 throwing the football. A key fumble. Milroe 10 of 15 for 97 yards, but he's also run for 98 yards. 8 attempts, 2 touchdowns for Jalen Milroe. The kick will be fielded by Thomas at the goal line. Trying to get it out. He gets to the 5. He's being stretched. There's a flag on the play, I believe. No, that's just a mouthpiece maybe that was lost. But regardless, he only got to the 17-yard line. A heck of an effort by Thomas, but opting to bring it out. He's cost his team yardage twice. He did have a 51-yard return earlier.
Big possession here for this Alabama defense. They are playing gritty on that side of the ball. They have to continue it.
Josh Williams, the running back to the left of Nussmeier. Getting the snap, handing it off, and getting about 2 yards at best is the Tiger running back before L.T. Overton wrapped him up, D.
Hey, these guys got to put the football in the air, man. I reminded the D-line, you want to play the run on the way to the pass, man. We want to get after the quarterback and create as much devastation as we can for this offense.
No gain officially, at least not beyond a half yard. Nussmeier didn't get the snap off in time. 2 minutes.
2 minute timeout.
My point was not a penalty. It was they need to get snaps right now, unless they're just trying to get the heck to the locker room down 21-6.
It's more that. I think that Brian Kelly is trying to protect this defense. He does not want Alabama to have their hands on the ball again.
Bama has no timeouts left. LSU has one. Tide has the lead. 21-6. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up.
Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane?
Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Cole Adams.
And I'm Jeremy Bernard. We are all excited to enjoy the energy of Bryant-Denny Stadium this fall, but viruses that cause respiratory diseases are still prevalent in our communities.
Vaccination against these viruses is very important for everyone, and especially for those who are at a higher risk of developing serious complications, including older Americans and those with certain medical conditions.
For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today.
Stay safe and roll Tide.
2 minutes until halftime. Alabama 21 and LSU 6. Join us coming up for the Full Moon Barbecue halftime report. Bama fans, after another Alabama victory, drop by and celebrate at Full Moon Barbecue, now with 16 locations, always one near you. It's the best little pork house in Alabama. Damian Square, what kind of energy you want to see from the defense right here? 2nd down and 9. Maybe a chance for Alabama to get the football back before halftime.
Hey, we got a lot of football to play, but we want to close the door right here. We want to close the door to this half and get these guys no momentum going into halftime. I mean, they can possibly run the ball and get out of this half, but at the same time, they will still give us another possession with great field position. So I think they still got to put the football in the air. The D-line got to pin their ears back, understand the situation, put stress on the quarterback. Hopefully we can get a turnover or a turnover on down.
Well, and this is an important down, Damian, of the standpoint, if you can get LSU in 3rd and long, it really increases your chances of a punting opportunity.
Absolutely. We just got to make sure we're tight, and whatever coverage that we got, I think this will be a passing play. I don't think these guys will run the football, like I said, running the ball. If they are not successful, then they give us great field position and possibly go down 3 possessions going into the half. So we're in a great situation right now. It doesn't benefit these guys to sit on the ball. They have to try to execute something right now, and that could work in our favor.
Well, certainly hope that we are able to get our hands back on the ball, but more importantly is getting this LSU offense off the field. This is a critical down here for the LSU Tiger offense. They have success. They're going to go in that 2-minute hurry-up mode and really make an attempt to put points. But if you can pin them back on 3rd and long, they might rethink how they attack the remainder of this half.
Alabama has held LSU to 113 yards of total offense. They are 1 of 4 on 3rd downs, and Nussmeier 4 of 10 overall throwing the football. This is a 2nd and 9 play. Josh Williams in the backfield to the right of the LSU quarterback, Nussmeier. He's got 3 wideouts right. 1 man to the near side of the field. He'll bring Taylor in motion to the near side as well, giving them a balanced set. He'll step up in the pocket. He'll fire right. That one is going to be caught nicely, and getting to the boundary after making the catch was C.J. Daniels for LSU.
Boy, he went up high and really snagged that ball out of the air. I thought it was going to be over his head. Caught us in the flat zone. Devontae Smith was a little late getting out to the flat to protect against that throw.
So now on 1st and 10, LSU. Again, with Williams in the backfield with Nussmeier, he's got 4 wideouts available. He'll look and dump it off to his running back. Williams out of the backfield, who gets tripped up just shy of the first down mark. That'll keep the clock running. I think it was Deontay Lawson, the linebacker, who was able to trip him up.
Had him one-on-one in open field, and his feet kind of came out a little bit from underneath him.
1:33 and ticking. Time left in the second quarter. Quick out to Taylor as they're just trying to nibble a little bit right now offensively. Moving the sticks with a first down after that 5-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive standpoint, especially getting out of bounds and stopping the clock, this is an eternity for an offense of LSU's caliber.
James Smith out. Tim Keenan in along the defensive front for Alabama. 2 wideouts each side right now for the Tigers, with Williams in the backfield to the left of Nussmeier. Nussmeier directing traffic pre-snap. Play clock down to 5 seconds. They get it off in plenty of time. He'll step up in the pocket with pressure coming. Rolls to his right, now looking for the first down mark, but he saw a linebacker bearing down on him and said, we'll get it on the next play. Justin Jefferson is the one that forced him to the boundary, setting up second down and about 4 yards for the first.
Well, we brought 5, and that created a little bit of a gap. Once we went past Nussmeier on the edges, he was able to snake through it and pick up a nice gain.
Rain still falling, but not as heavily as it was earlier in the half, as Taylor and Lacey are split wide to the right side for the Tigers. Nussmeier with Williams to his right. Quick out to the near side. That ball may have hit the deck, but they didn't say so, as the catch and run gets to the 45 of Alabama. C.J. Daniels, the receiver. Man, that throw was low. I thought maybe it one hopped. Apparently not. It'll be 3rd and a yard for the Tigers. Big play right here. They're just going to run it. They go up the middle. First down, as on the carry was Williams for a gain of about 3. They'll move the sticks with 1 minute to go in this first half, and Alabama on top 21-6. At the Bama 42-yard line. 1 timeout left, by the way, for LSU. We've got a flag coming in, maybe procedure. It is the preliminary call for the officials.
LSU still has 1 timeout. This is a 10-second runoff unless they use that timeout. No.
Ken Williamson, our referee. And waiting on him to sort it all out. Game clock shows 53 seconds at the moment. Here's Ken. I thought I again bit on the pump fake from the referee.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kelly takes the 10 seconds and keeps that timeout.
Ball starts. Offense number 79. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down. And because the foul calls the clock to stop with less than 2 minutes to play in the second half, there'll be a 10-second subtraction to the game clock. Clock operator, please put 43 seconds on the game clock.
Yeah, he wants to retain.
By rule, the clock will start on the ready for play.
Are you done? He wants to retain that timeout so that he can continue to work the middle of the field.
TJ Chester, the center, the man guilty of the infraction. Here is Nussmeier. Fires across the middle too high, incomplete. He was trying to connect with Kyron Lacey. Good coverage there for Alabama. I'm not sure if it was Damani Jackson or Xavier Brown, but both were in the area. And Alabama also got good pressure from Quay Russaw.
Played a nice game up front. They actually looped Campbell around the middle, and that was the pressure up the middle that forced that ball high.
Second down, 15 now for the Tigers. 35 seconds remain in this first half. Bama trying to hang on to a 21-6 lead before intermission. Nussmeier getting the snap. Pressure coming from the edges, dumps it off across the middle. Stacked up, and Josh Williams will get back to the original line of scrimmage. But LSU just used their final timeout with 28 seconds to go in this half. Justin Jefferson, the man who made the stop, along with Jamarian Latham.
Final timeout of the half.
That is their last timeout. We will keep it right here, stations. And with 28 seconds to go, Brian Kelly trying to talk things over and Are they thinking touchdown right here, Tyler, or are they just trying to get in position for 3 more?
First thing you have to do is get 3 more. So it's all about 11-yard pickup on this particular play. You can work the middle of the field if you go past the chains. Otherwise, you're having to rush your field goal unit on the field, and that's so you can expect some sort of deeper throw right here. And I know Damian loves the pressure that Alabama is being able to push up the middle into Nussmeier's face right now.
And we just got to find a way to get the ball down. We got to get our hands up in the throwing window, man. If you get this guy time, he can make something happen out of a little.
By the way, Ramos, a 48-yard field goal at Arkansas is his season long. That came a week ago. That means they'd have to get to the 31 to be in that range. 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers. 2 wideouts right, 2 left. Single setback, now leaving an empty backfield. Making the catch was Durham. He goes down, and he lost yardage on that play. They tried to swing it out to him quickly to the right side. He loses yardage, and now on 4th down, LSU is going to have to settle for throwing the Hail Mary. But you know what? They better hurry. They've only got 7 seconds.
They're not going to snap it again.
I'd be livid if I were. Well, never mind. I am shocked they're not trying to take one shot towards the end zone.
I'm not. The way that this man turns the ball over to Nussmeier, they don't want to risk anything. They want to get in there, regroup, and try to figure out a way to expose this Alabama defense, something they have not done the entire first half.
Alabama will go to the locker room with a 21-6 lead over LSU, and Coach Kalen DeBoer in a moment will talk with Damian Square. ESPN just giving a pretty good stat. He's 37-3 when leading at halftime, and his squad is up by a score of 21-6 right now. But the Tide enjoying the advantage at the break is Damian Square when I'll talk with our coach.
Hey, Coach, your guys are up on the road in the SEC playing great complementary football. Offense putting together long drives, putting the ball in the end zone. Defense putting out fires from bad field position. What do you want to see from these guys in the second half?
Yeah, we need to come out fast again. They get the ball to start the second half, and so defense doing a nice job holding them to field goals. We need to keep doing that. Got the takeaway, that was huge. So starting this half fast is going to be big for us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, Damian. Thank you, Coach. And Coach DeBoer at the half is presented by T-Mobile. T-Mobile, keeping Alabama fans connected to the SEC. LSU will get the ball first to begin the second half, but it's the Tide that rolls into the locker room with a 21-6 lead. All the halftime numbers coming your way in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's go. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE Hybrid for $359 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through December 2nd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.58 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. This is the Full Moon Barbecue Halftime Report on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Full Moon Barbecue, the best little porkhouse in Alabama. Alabama football is also brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Cadence Bank, your team, your cadence. Barkley GMC, Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of Alabama athletics. And by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
At halftime from Tiger Stadium, it's Alabama leading LSU 21-6. Welcome to the Full Moon Barbecue Halftime Report. I'm Roger Hoover. The game stats and facts are brought to you by Cadence Bank, your team and your cadence. Crimson Tide outscoring the Tigers 14-3 in the first quarter and then 7-3 in the second quarter. Alabama with 3 touchdowns, LSU with 2 field goals so far in this game. Jalen Milroe, 2 rushing touchdowns for the Crimson Tide, the leading rusher with 98 yards in the game. He's also thrown for 97 yards, 10 of 15 passing for Milroe with no touchdowns and no interceptions. The top receiver to this point has been Jam Miller, 5 catches for 20 yards, his longest, a 20-yard catch from Jalen Milroe. The Domino's Drive for Dough is presented by your locally owned and operated Domino's in Tuscaloosa. If Bama scores on its first drive of the second half, then Lauren Riddick of Sandy Springs will win a gift card for the amount of yards in the scoring drive. Enter to win on the RollTide.com contest page to be the next Domino's Drive for Dough winner. Once again, the score, Alabama 21, LSU 6 at halftime. In football, there's always a winner and a loser. But when it comes to Great Southern Barbecue, there's only one winner. Full Moon Barbecue, voted one of America's top 10 barbecue joints and now with 16 locations to serve you. You're listening to the Full Moon Barbecue Halftime Report. Up next, Brian Houseworth at our studios will provide an Alabama Power scoreboard update. Once again, the score in Baton Rouge at halftime, Alabama 21, LSU 6. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach DeBoer. Tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Roll Tide.
At Cadence Bank, we're here for all 4 quarters and overtime in your financial journey. Whether you're investing for the future, saving for a dream home, starting a business, or just needing to tackle life's financial challenges, we have the teammates, tools, and game plan to help you win. Experience a financial partner that comes in clutch. Visit cadencebank.com to learn more. Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. Member FDIC.
This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek, Wetumpka, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek, Wetumpka. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
PHSystem.com/cancer.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Alabama. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university. Live from the Learfield Network Studios, this is the College Scoreboard.
And a pleasant good evening, my friends, across the great state of Alabama and the southeastern United States. I'm Brian Helsworth, live in studio. Our time is 8:34. This is your Alabama Power Scoreboard Update with the latest scores from the SEC and around the nation. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Crimson Tide. Alabama in LSU. Alabama coming in at number 11. Number 15 LSU coming in, obviously, at number 15. Top 15 matchup tied up 21-6 right now at the half. Let's get to our Alabama highlights. Halftime highlights presented by Hellman's Mayonnaise. Hey, Tide fans, score a taste touchdown at your next tailgate with Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of Alabama athletics. Well, Jalen Milroe has been outstanding at the quarterback position. 8 carries tonight, 98 yards for Alabama, and 2 touchdowns.
The furthest of the 3 wideouts on that side of the formation. Handoff, no. Keeping it himself, Milroe, 30, 25, foot race, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Alabama! Jalen Milroe, 39 yards, and Bama gets on the board first.
That's Chris Stewart with a call here on Learfield, the CTSN. Justice Haynes also a big touchdown run for the Tide.
The handoff will go up the gut. Hesitates, couldn't get there initially. Stretches forward. Did he get in? Yes! Touchdown, Alabama. Justice Haynes kept the legs driving. He hit the pile. He bounced off of it. He fell forward, and he found pay dirt. And Alabama has now a 13-3 lead.
Again, Chris Stewart there on the call. Halftime highlights presented by Hellman's Mayonnaise. Elsewhere in the SEC, how about number 16 Ole Miss? They beat number 3 Georgia 28-10, and it was the defensive coordinator who did a really nice job there at Ole Miss, really shutting down Georgia in that ball game. Coach Golding there, 28-10. Ole Miss taking down Georgia. Number 3 and number 4 both lose tonight. Number 5 Texas pounding Florida 49-16. South Carolina beating Vanderbilt 28-7. Raheem Sanders in the ball game, 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. Number 7 Tennessee beating Mississippi State third quarter. Vols up 20-7. Nico has 2 touchdowns. And at Faurot Field in Columbia, they're at the half. Oklahoma leading number 24 Missouri by a score of 9-3. I'm Brian Helsworth, live in studio on some of our scores as well, brought to you by Evan Williams, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Bardstown, Kentucky, 43 to 45% alcohol by volume. 21 plus, think wisely, drink wisely as well. Top 25 coming up next. I'm Brian Helsworth in studio. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network on Learfield.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Are you sick of pretending to like boring hard seltzers that leave you feeling bloated? Tired of drinking the same old light beer? No time to make a mixed drink with all those complicated ingredients? Then it's time for you to try something different. Beatbox is now an official sponsor of Alabama and the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Packing an 11.1 APV punch, each Beatbox is bursting with delicious flavors. Beatbox is gluten-free, low sugar, and resealable, so you can always take the party on the go. There ain't no party like a Beatbox party. Roll Tide. Please drink responsibly. Must be 21.
This is Crimson and White Country. This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Roll Tide fans, this is Roger Hoover. Join me and former Alabama linebacker Corey Reamer each Monday night at 6 p.m. for Crimson Tide Rewind, presented by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Vestavia Hills, we'll rewind the last Bama game, plus take your calls, and look ahead to next Saturday for the Tide and the rest of the SEC. Crimson Tide Rewind, each Monday at 6 p.m. across the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
At Cadence Bank, we're here for all 4 quarters and overtime in your financial journey. Whether you're investing for the future, saving for a dream home, starting a business, or just needing to tackle life's financial challenges, we have the teammates, tools, and game plan to help you win. Experience a financial partner that comes in clutch. Visit cadencebank.com to learn more. Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. Member FDIC.
Live from the Learfield Network Studios, this is the College Scoreboard.
8:39, Alabama Power Scoreboard in the top 25. I'm Brian Houseworth, live in studio with your ranked update today. Number 4, Miami falls to Georgia Tech 28-23. At Bobby Dodd, Haynes King, the Yellow Jacket quarterback, literally carried off the field by the fans. You might remember he was at A&M. Number 25, Army, beating North Texas 14-3. Bryson Daly, the outstanding Army quarterback, had 2 touchdown runs, 153 yards rushing.
The fullback, right up on Daly. 2nd and goal for Army from the North Texas 1-yard line. Daly hit by Rendina, keeps it, runs left, falls in the end zone for the touchdown.
Rich DeMarco there with a call from Learfield. Army is now 9-0 on the year. They continue to impress. Number 10, Notre Dame, leading Florida State 21-3. They're at the half right now in South Bend. Number 2, Ohio State, shutting out Purdue 45-0 in the game. Will Howard, 21-26, 260 yards. He had 3 touchdown throws. Number 1, Oregon, looking really good right now. 29-10 over Maryland. They have just gone into the 4th quarter. Ducks are 9-0, look like they're going to go to 10-0 right now. And prime, Deion Sanders at number 20. Colorado come from behind. They beat Texas Tech 41-27. I'm Brian Houseworth, live in studio. Coming up next, your second half kick. Chris Stewart, Tyler, Roger, and Damian right after this on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
For over 6 decades, Golden Flake has been right there with you. This year, we're offering you a chance to win tickets to the Iron Bowl. Visit goldenflakesweepstakes.com and enter before November 20th. Grab a bag of simple Southern goodness and let's make this Iron Bowl unforgettable with Golden Flake. No purchase necessary. Legal residents of the 50 United States, 18 and older. Void where prohibited. Ends November 20th, 2024. See official rules for details. Sponsor Utz Quality Foods, LLC.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek, Wetumpka, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek, Wetumpka. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. When you talk about some of the best lineups of all time, F-150 should be at the top of any list.
Gas, Power Boost Hybrid, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning Truck.
Ford is the only full-size truck brand in America offering all 3 powertrain options.
An outstanding lineup of power and performance.
Yes! Bring your A-game on game day and every day.
For the latest offers on Ford F-150, visit buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
1, 2, 3. This has been the Full Moon Barbecue Halftime Report. Full Moon Barbecue, the best little pork house in Alabama. Alabama football is also brought to you by Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. Barkley GMC. Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of Alabama athletics. And by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places. Now let's go back to the stadium for the call of the second half.
Getting ready to start the third quarter, Alabama 21 and LSU 6. Tonight's Alabama-LSU game presented by Beatbox. The original Party Punch, 9 delicious flavors, non-carbonated and resealable. Be the MVP of your next game day tailgate with Beatbox. Now let's take a look at our prescription for success in the second half. It is presented by Payless Drugs. Payless Drugs, your locally owned family pharmacy with 5 locations in the Birmingham area. Payless can handle your prescriptions, over-the-counter solutions, and home delivery. Visit mynewpharmacy.com to pay less. Tyler Watts, what is the prescription for success?
Well, continue to run the ball and control the line of scrimmage more importantly. The more success this Alabama offense has establishing the running game and being ahead of the chains, churning out those first downs, that's the best offense and defensive philosophy that we can have tonight. It keeps that LSU offense off the field, keeps them from getting in rhythm, but it's all about intensity up front.
Getting ready to start the third quarter. We're inside the Alabama Credit Union broadcast booth. Feel good about your money with Alabama Credit Union. And back on the call as we start this third quarter, the voice of the Crimson Tide, Chris Stewart.
Roger Hoover, thank you so very much. A very good first half for Alabama. Left a little meat on the bone, but not a whole lot, Tyler. They were able to eat effectively in that first half of play.
You know, we were talking also about how important that final drive of the first half was. If LSU is able to go down and put points on the board, in essence, they're making it a one-position game with a touchdown, or even, you know, a much different look here as they get the ball coming out of the second half. So that was very important. Now LSU, if you can somehow find a way to force a punt here on this possession, that LSU offense is going to start having a lot of doubt.
Xavion Thomas, the deep man for the Tigers, as Connor Talty will kick things off for the Crimson Tide. The kick from Talty, and that one will sail into the end zone for the touchback. So the Tide will see the Tigers take it from their own 25-yard line. In the first time they have done that tonight, Tyler, they've been returning kicks throughout the evening. They had a 51-yarder on their first return, but the next two didn't get out beyond the 20.
Yeah. Big drive here for this Alabama defense. Shut down the run. Let's cover them up in the secondary.
Tigers working from our right to our left as Williams is the setback to the left of Nussmeier. Bringing a man in motion behind him. He'll change direction and hand it to him. That's Thomas trying to work his way forward and does get to the 30. Little wrinkle there from the offense that we hadn't seen in the first half.
Yeah, you don't normally see the jet sweep guy go behind and then take the, almost like a counter, take the handoff back underneath from where he just came from. But a very successful play there on first down for LSU.
Yeah, they give him the 31, so the gain of 6 right there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Tight end Taylor goes to the left side of the formation. Trips or to the right side. Single setback again, Williams. Play action to him. Nussmeier looking, firing across the middle. It's behind the intended receiver. He was looking for Thomas, but he was trying to put on the brakes. But the slick surface, not able to do so. I don't know if he brings that one in anyway.
It was a small window, and he was throwing behind as Thomas was coming across. Devontae Lawson was closing in on that play. So that was actually Garrett Nussmeier trying to protect his receiver.
Tigers with a 3rd down and 4. They're just 2 of 6 on 3rd downs tonight. Let's see if Bama can force a 3 and out from LSU on their first drive of the second half. Nussmeier directing traffic pre-snap. 3 men to the right, 1 to the near side. Looking, scrambling, pressure coming. He's going to elude 1 man. He's going to tuck it. He's going to try to run. He gets a block, and he got the first down. He doesn't run often. He rarely runs effectively, but thanks to a good block late from Josh Williams, Nussmeier was indeed able to elude the rush, get 15 yards, and pick up the Tiger first down.
And Devontae Lawson was in coverage right around the line of scrimmage, but if he comes up and tries to tackle Nussmeier, then he's just going to dump it over his head for an even bigger gain.
But a first down for LSU, just shy of their own 45. Pressure coming from the near side. He backpedals, he throws, and it's almost picked off. Goodness, Zabian Brown almost got the INT.
And I think that ball may have been tipped. It was pressure up the middle once again. Nussmeier was backpedaling as he released the ball. And Deontay Lawson and Tim Smith were able to get their hands up on it and deflect that pass. And Zabian Brown, boy, his momentum just took him out of the play.
Tyler, if it doesn't get deflected, I think he's got a pick six. May have been a case where Tim Smith actually did LSU a favor with the deflection. 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Tigers. Williams to the left of Nussmeier initially, tells him to get behind him now, and he'll get the snap and hand it off to him. Stretch handoff left side, spins away from one tackler, then gets brought down by Jahad Campbell at the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 8 upcoming for LSU as a man is slow to get up for Alabama. Can't afford to lose any more guys, especially on the defensive side. We've got Q Robinson, who joined us on the Kalen DeBoer radio show on Wednesday night, who is not getting up. He's got the Alabama medical staff attending to him, and not sure what happened right there. The injury timeout will get first from Damian Square. D, what did you see?
He got rolled up late in the down when he was chasing after the QB. Got rolled up late. He's our leading sack guy, so.
Yeah, he's up and walking off now with that injury timeout. Brought to you by Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center, the official sports medicine provider for the Alabama Crimson Tide football team. Thank you to Roger Hoover for the assist right there. We got the best team around, despite the play-by-play guy, with Tyler Watts as the color analyst, and of course Damian Square down on the sidelines, Butch Owens, our spotter, Roger Hoover, our broadcast host, Tom Stipe, of course, producer and engineer for Alabama broadcast for many, many years. And Robinson again got rolled up on that play, or worse, the hand may have gotten
they're holding
bent. Hope it's not any worse than that.
Yeah.
He did get hit from behind, but it forced his arm to move back, and that's ugly. And hopefully he is going to be all right, but that was a tough-looking play right there. All right. If we got time, let's take the break, and we're back. Bama up 21-6, 13:31 to go first half on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Cadence Bank, we're here for all 4 quarters and overtime in your financial journey. Whether you're investing for the future, saving for a dream home, starting a business, or just needing to tackle life's financial challenges, we have the teammates, tools, and game plan to help you win. Experience a financial partner that comes in clutch. Visit cadencebank.com to learn more. Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. Member FDIC.
Can't wait for Black Friday? Same. Luckily, Kohl's savings start early. Shop Friday through Sunday and score so many deals. At the top of my list, Amazon Kids tablets for $49.99. 40% off Cozy Fleece, a shark vacuum for $149.99. And with an extra 15% off, men's flannels are under $17. Plus, you'll earn $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent at Kohl's. Select styles, 15% offer valid November 8th through 10th. Coupons do not apply to Amazon and Shark. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Play resuming here in Baton Rouge. 3rd down and 8 for LSU from their own 47-yard line. Q Robinson helped off the field, apparently a right arm injury. Here's Bama putting pressure on Nussmeier, throws it across the middle, catch is made, breaks one tackle, nearly breaking a second. Enough for a first down, or is it going to be very close?
It's about a yard short. However, we talked in the pregame about open field tackling. Put them down where they catch the ball. A little crosser here for about a 5-yard gain, and we missed the tackle coming up. Otherwise, it would have been forced a punt. Now they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Aaron Anderson made the grab, the former Bama receiver. On fourth down, they shift, and they will go not on a direct snap to running back. Maybe they will. Nussmeier under center gets the snap, and he'll fight forward on second effort to get the first down. That's a little different wrinkle right there. Tyler, explain what happened.
Well, they're thinking that you're going to draw him off, and then all of a sudden he's going up like he's talking to his line and go ahead and gets underneath center. First time we've seen him underneath center all day long. You're catching the defense looking over the sideline, and then it's a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, they were all faking confusion right there. But it was all planned. So Daniels and Anderson are wide right now. Another receiver to the near side. 1st and 10 for the Bama 44 for LSU. Their first drive here in the third quarter. Play action, Nussmeier. Backpedaling, now stepping up. Scrambling, firing. It is going to be caught. Taylor, a great grab around the 25-yard line. Man, anything close to him, he is going to reel in.
Yeah, Quay Russaw was dropping back in coverage.
Offense to the 50.
But it's coming back. They got a holding call on Emory Jones, the right tackle, and that is a big call because instead of it being 1st and 10 from the Bama 25, they're going to back this one up all the way into Alabama territory, Damian Square, and we got a break there.
Hey, we got a big break there. I love calls like that. Hey, but at the bottom line is we got to find a way to get the quarterback on the ground. We've been lacking in that area all season, man. We have to find a way to put the quarterback on his back a little more.
We talk about it being a break. LT Overton absolutely got mauled.
Yep. Yeah, he probably would have gotten to Nussmeier if he had been held by Jones. So 1st and 20 LSU back at their own 45-yard line. Caleb Jackson now in the backfield to the right of Nussmeier. They'll roll the pocket that way on the shotgun snap. Fires, pass deflected, I believe. It's incomplete. If it wasn't deflected, it was just a terrible throw intended for Chris Hilton.
Boy, I tell you what, Kane Womack has really mixed up the looks that he's giving Garrett Nussmeier. That time Bray Hubbard all the way on the line of scrimmage, normally at that safety position. So these are different looks that the LSU quarterback has not seen. He's trying to adjust to it, thinking he needs to get rid of the ball quicker than he does. And we talked about it. When he feels pressure, that's when he loses his accuracy.
From the 46 again, 3 wideouts in the ball game for LSU. 2 of them in tight to the right side, 1 to the left. Single setback to the right. They will pitch it instead to the receiver coming near side on the reverse. And Alabama got caught there, but thankfully he's out of bounds well shy of the first down marker. It was Xavion Thomas who got pushed out of bounds by Jahad Campbell. It'll be a gain of about 14. That's a nice, or actually 11 yards, I guess they're going to say.
He got back just to the line of scrimmage. He went out of bounds. He could have picked up another 5 or 6 yards, but hugging that sideline, he just ran out away from contact.
He did indeed. 3rd down upcoming, 3rd and 9, almost 10. Tigers are 3 of 8 on 3rd downs on the night. 3 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Nussmeier trying to set up a bubble screen, completing it out there to Anderson. He gets stacked up, and he's going to be about 4, maybe even 5 yards shy of the first down. Got a player down for Alabama right now. And, Damien, I don't know if you can tell. I know that Roger Hoover just pointed to me, Devontae Smith. What can you tell us about Q Robinson, who went down with injury a few plays earlier?
You guys were right. It was an upper body injury, and unfortunately he won't be back in the game tonight.
That is tough. Yeah, it was watching the replay. It looked like his elbow or arm got bent back, the left arm. I think I said right earlier, but it was, I believe, the left arm. And now Devontae Smith's going to be helped off the field. He's on his own power, but he is limping as he'll head to the medical tent. They'll attend to him. LSU right now with a 4th down and a long 4 yards, Tyler Watts. And I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going for it. That
it's
was
only
that
at
play
the 38,
design.
by the way.
It's definitely too long for a field goal, and you cannot leave this opening drive of the second half without giving yourself a chance to put points on the board. You got everything to gamble right now.
So they got to get to the Bama 34. They currently sit at their own 38-yard line. Josh Williams is the running back to the right of Nussmeier. Bama showing pressure. Nussmeier has not gotten the snap yet. Now he does. Looking, scrambling to his right, fires. It is caught. Taylor again. Wow, what a grab in traffic at the 26-yard line. Another first down. Jason Taylor, son, Mason Taylor, making the grab for LSU. A 12-yard pickup there.
And he called contact as he was catching the ball. Any other receiver on this field probably drops that.
From the 26, Nussmeier pressured again, forced out of the pocket, fires downfield, has a man, catch made, and slipping and falling at the 5 was Kyron Lacey, but it will be first and goal from there for LSU.
And right now, when Garrett Nussmeier is getting out of the pocket is when he's causing most of his damage. Normally, that's when he's most vulnerable, but he's been good in that regard tonight. Again, a lot of rain in the first half. It's caused a slick surface. And the Tigers losing their traction at the 5, but it's first and goal from there. Quay Russaw runs off the field to make sure we don't have too many men out there. They've got 2 wideouts right, 1 left. They will hand it off, stacked up, and brought down at the 5 is Josh Williams. Tim Smith, no, it was LT Overton that got him there. Overton able to bring him down right at the 5, so second and goal after no gain on the play. Similar to their first drive, they're probably going to have to throw the ball down here. Can we get some pressure up the middle to force a high throw?
They'll put Taylor offset to the right side, 2 wideouts to the right of him. They'll roll Nussmeier right, fires, it's picked off, interception in the end zone. That's a touchback. Great job, Deontay Lawson. Bama turns him away. Lawson brought in the pick, and the Tide turns away LSU again.
I tell you, Garrett Nussmeier does not see a throw he doesn't think that he's going to score on. And this time, Deontay Lawson put his nose kind of up in the line of scrimmage, and then just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knows he has all kinds of help. He sees the second receiver come in, and he knows that outside slant is coming to him, and he goes up and takes it away.
D-Square will hear from you when we come back. Timeout on the field. 21-6. Alabama leading. Tide will have the ball with 8:44 to go in the third when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The home of Bear and Saban. This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek Atmore, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek Atmore. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Here at Payless Drugs, we continue to be just what the doctor ordered. We know getting the medicine you need is especially important during these unique times. And for your safety and convenience, we offer a drive-through at every location. Plus, we have prescription delivery and contactless pickup at all locations. Now's the time to take care of your immunization needs. Stop by any of our convenient locations today.
Just what the doctor ordered. Payless Drugs.
5:44 left to go in the third quarter. Alabama 21 and LSU 6. For every Bama interception, participating Chick-fil-A restaurants in Alabama donate $1,000 to Children's of Alabama as our Picks for Kids partner. That is now 12 picks for Bama, $12,000 for Children's of Alabama. Special thank you to the Chick-fil-A locations in Alabama who are supporting Children's of Alabama this season. Our Cooks Pest Control sideline reporter Damian Square. What'd you see from Deontay Lawson getting that critical interception?
I love when guys self-correct in the football game and don't let something beat them twice. Earlier in the game, they were in zone right here on the 50-yard line, and he did not get the depth that he needed to get for the quarterback not to fit the ball in between him and the safety. But right there, that wasn't the case. He corrected his positioning in his own coverage. It was tight, and the quarterback could not fit the ball in.
Boy, and football's always been called a game of inches. Talk about the importance of a yard of depth or not getting that yard.
It's so important because a guy is relying on you to be in position so that he can do what he's supposed to do on the play. And now that builds a lot of confidence within the defense when guys are where they're supposed to be.
That big interception for Alabama from Deontay Lawson, and I hesitated a second. I knew he had the pick, but I wasn't sure if he was going to bring it out or not, or if he had gotten out. Thankfully, they said touchback, so Bama gets it at their own 20-yard line. Milroe with Bama's first drive of the second half will hand it off to Law on the sweep near side. Trying to cut it right, gets across the 25, up near the 28-yard line. A great first down pickup of 7 or 8 yards for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, continue to hit LSU on the edges here. Make them run laterally and wear them down.
Trips left with Law, Williams, and Bernard. Handoff goes left side. Breaking a tackle will be Miller, and Jam will work his way across the 35-yard line to the 36. That is a bank first down for Alabama. Losing his helmet was the center, Parker Brailsford. He has to go off the field, but also a man down, unfortunately. That is Jam Miller for Alabama, who is very slow to get up.
God, I hate to see that, too. I mean, he has run the ball so hard here this evening. Broke a tackle there at the line of scrimmage, was able to pick up the first down. Oh, I just hope it's nothing serious.
I do too. He has had, as Tyler said, a heck of a football game. As so far in this one, he's carried it 10 times. Officially, they say just 25 yards.
He is walking off.
It is good to see.
He is walking off.
Yep. Doesn't seem to be limping. Not badly anyway. Not sure what happened. We'll pause right now, 10 seconds, for station identification on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Justice Haynes checking in for Miller. 1st and 10, Bama from their own 36-yard line. Haynes to the left now of Milroe. Jalen waiting on the shotgun snap, gets it, hands it off. Justice going forward. He'll get a couple of yards on the play. 2nd and 8 upcoming is Savion Jones. The defensive end was able to make the stop. We called his name a good bit in the first half, but not a lot since then. It was early in the first half as he got in on a few run stops. Bama hustles to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 8 from the 37. Milroe with time, looking, firing, has a man. Law juggled it, dropped it. Man, Tyler, I think he lost sight of the football.
I think he turned upfield before he had secured the football, trying to run before he secured the catch. That was a big drop right there.
Boy, that's going to be a first down and a lot more.
This back judge is coming in talking about something.
I didn't see a flag, did you?
No. Please reset the game clock for 7 minutes, 31 seconds.
Okay.
7:31.
Said 5 extra seconds ran off the clock after the incompletion. Bama now with a 3rd down and 8. They are 6 of 8 on 3rd down conversions in this one. It's the loudest it's been since the opening kick from the LSU faithful, at least those that are still here. A number have already left with Bama leading this one 21-6. Milroe looking, pressure coming. He will be brought down. The sack, and a flag comes in late. Let's see if they got a face mask, or is that going to be a hold on Alabama?
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Wow.
Automatic first down.
Automatic first down. instead of it being 4th and 20 plus, it's a first down, Alabama, right around the midfield stripe.
And it was Savion Jones, defensive end for LSU, who did grab his face mask as he was tackling him, so the right call. It was an exotic look also. The offensive line did a good job. They brought more than we could block. But when you see, they had 2 linebackers. Nobody on the left side of the line of scrimmage had a defender on them. They had 2 linebackers 5 yards off. They both blitzed. They brought 7. You got man coverage across the board. You got to recognize that look next time you get it and throw one of your one-on-one routes.
Got a timeout on the field for something. I'm not sure what it is. LSU fans and the coaching staff are belligerent right now that there was no face mask. And now they're starting to throw stuff onto the field from the student section. They're chucking water bottles left and right, which I'm shocked that they actually have water in the student section at LSU. Damian, what did you see?
The only way they're going to stop defense from doing this is if they penalize the home team. That's the only way. They cannot make this a thing that guys do when their team is down in a football game while they disagree with a referee call. You cannot argue the face mask penalty. It's not something that's reviewable. Got to take that up with the NCAA, baby.
Timeout on the field. 7:12 to go in the third. Bama with a 21-6 lead. The ball and momentum. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 47 when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we know that there's simply nothing better than the perfect sip of fresh brewed iced tea. And we've been working hard to make sure choosing Red Diamond is always easy, with only simple ingredients: water, tea leaves, and pure cane sugar, or no sugar. We make sure our tea tastes like, well, tea. Stop by your local cooler and pick up a gallon for a perfect sip today. Red Diamond. Perfect's not easy.
This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth camp presented by Yay Alabama. Episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes and coaches that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Alabama Crimson Tide.
They came back early on us. Ryan Williams, 23 yards on a reverse. Now Bama will hand it off to Justice Haynes, and he'll go forward inside the Tiger 25 to the 24-yard line.
Sticking with the theme, though, of keeping the ball on the ground, really spreading this LSU defense all over the place. They have no idea where Alabama's about to attack them.
Jam Miller back in the game for Alabama. That is a welcome sight. That is so good to see that he's not hurt more severely than he was when he left the field a few plays ago. He'll get the carry. He'll go left. He'll go right. He'll go inside the 20, down to the Tiger 19-yard line. The Chick-fil-A red zone is where Alabama finds themselves once again. Parker Brailsford, Cade Proctor running interference on that play as the Tide will have 3rd down and 4 upcoming. Again, Bama 6 of 8 on 3rd downs. And the Tide with a huge first drive of their own here in the 3rd quarter. Milroe running behind Miller, cuts it back 10, 5, touchdown Alabama! Jalen Milroe, 19 yards, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game, and Bama builds extends its lead now 27-6 with 5:05 to go.
This is as good as we've seen this Alabama offense look in a while, and I think a lot of it does have to do with the LSU defense. However, Jalen Milroe has 3 touchdowns, but he needs to thank these running backs and what the wide receivers are doing on the edges as well, because he's just getting the credit for what all 3 of that tandem is doing running the football. This offensive line is dominating the line of scrimmage right now.
Snap, spot, and kick on the extra point. They're all good, and the Crimson Tide with another touchdown, a 28-6 lead. Your Brombergs scoring drive recap. 8 plays, 80 yards, 3:39 off the clock. And the Crimson Tide leads it now 28-6 over LSU. Again, 5:05 to go in the third. When we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Ho, ho, ho! Bob Baumhauer here. Need a stocking stuffer for this Christmas? We've got you covered at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Surprise everyone in the house this year as they empty their Christmas stockings to find our popular gift cards. Now, through December 24th, you'll receive a $5 bonus card with every $25 gift card purchase. So put a Christmas smile on everyone's face with these great stocking stuffers. Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food. Merry Christmas!
This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Tide fans, are you ready for game day in Tuscaloosa? Don't miss the ultimate pregame experience this season at Vector Security Champions Lane. Opening 4 hours before each home game, this fan fest has everything you need to get pumped for kickoff. Located next to the Walk of Champions, you'll enjoy live music, player autographs, the best food trucks from all over Alabama, and ice-cold beer in our Legends Lounge Beer Garden, where there's never a cover charge. Check out ChampionsLane.com each week for the latest updates. Roll Tide!
Hey parents and kids, it's a perfect time for students to read their way to the Iron Bowl, an AEA's Be a Champion and Read contest. AEA wants to help K-6 students to be academic champions, just like the Alabama Crimson Tide. Students who participate in the Be a Champion and Read challenge could win tickets to the Iron Bowl and a chance to take the field on game day. Ask your teacher about contest rules. Encourage your child to be an AEA champion reader and win a trip to the 2024 Iron Bowl.
But 5:05 remaining in the third quarter. Alabama 28 and LSU 6. With more than 188 years of experience, you can trust Brombergs to provide an enjoyable luxury shopping experience and the highest quality diamonds, jewelry, watches, and giftware. Crimson Tide going in front thanks to that 19-yard touchdown run by Milroe to extend the lead here in Baton Rouge. Also want to say a shout-out to Big Mike Steakhouse for taking care of our broadcast crew all year long. Big thank you to Big Mike, Scott, Kane, Michael, Brad, Casey, the whole staff for the great food and the warm Southern hospitality. Restaurants now in Thomasville, Andalusia, Lee County, Guntersville, Orange Beach, and Mountville. You're always close to a Big Mike Steakhouse. Visit online at BigMikeSteakhouse.com. Let's check in with our Cooks Pest Control sideline reporter, Damian Square. Tell us about the energy on the Alabama sideline.
Hey, these guys are feeling good out here, man. This is the way they want to play football. They like this performance, and these guys want to keep it going. They want to close out just like they did before the bye week, baby.
Tell you what, purple and gold, the predominant colors here at Tiger Stadium. A lot more gold than we have been seeing, though. That's because we've got quite a few empty rows now here across the way. The end zones still have a lot of purple in them, but there's more and more gold showing up because of empty seats. Hopefully we can add to that number here in the next few minutes. 5:05 to go in the third. The kickoff from Talty is going to be fielded at the 5 by Thomas. He'll get it across the 20, and then he will get stacked up. But he kept his feet, kept churning, and gets across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Man, LSU has about 231 yards of total offense tonight, Tyler Watts. They got a few more than they should have had simply because Bama's not quite been able to finish some of these tackles.
Yeah, you got to wrap up, make sure that you're bringing legs with you. So many defenders want to just lay over after they get their arms around a ball carrier, but you got to drive through them if you can. Big possession here.
It is indeed. Another one for Alabama. LSU took the opening drive of the third quarter, marched it down inside the 15, but an interception in the end zone by Deontay Lawson turned away the Tigers, and then Bama went 80 yards for a score. Delayed give goes to Caden Durham, and he's got very little running room. They give him a yard, but no more, as Bama stacked him up. And looking very old school, Tyler Watts with Overton, Campbell, and Lawson all there to greet him.
LSU knows they can't just line up and run the ball against this front for Alabama. They have all kind of exotic motions and guys coming across the ball. And now Alabama is starting to understand run lane discipline, and we're going to meet the ball carrier in the middle.
Durham again in the backfield to the left of Nussmeier. Has him shift to his right this time. Now he will get the snap. Looking right side, fires, catch is made near the boundary, and getting across midfield and down near the 40-yard line on the catch, Kyron Lacey. Last week, had 5 catches for 100 yards. He gets 28 yards on that pickup. Lacey this week, couple of grabs. Prior to that one, he's now over 50 yards along with Mason Taylor. 1st and 10 at the Bama 39. Nussmeier looking, plenty of time, fires, hangs up a pass that is going to be caught, I believe. Wow, what a grab on the part of Tyron Lacey. I thought it might get picked off by Xavier Brown at best. At worst, I thought it was going to be an incomplete pass, but instead he made the grab. Review
it, please.
They can zoom in on it and see if he got the toe on the line. Man, that's a heck of a grab. And selfishly, I hope it's overturned. But that's a really tough. I mean, it depends on how well that paint dispenser shot out the sideline.
This one's getting overturned.
I hope you're right, partner.
By a toenail.
Another play under review brought to us by BuildSubmarines.com. BuildSubmarines.com, the central hub to recruit and train the thousands of workers needed to build and sustain U.S. Navy submarines. At BuildSubmarines.com, we build giants because it takes one to build one. Tyler, I think you may be right. That black toe of the shoe did appear to be on the white of the sidelines. Unbelievable effort on the part of Lacey, but hopefully it's going to be overturned, and we're going to tick off some more Tiger fans, and there are going to be some more that leave after it's wiped off.
Yeah, here comes the notepad, which means we're going back to yardage and time on the clock.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, you can see it clearly, the black shoe on the white sideline.
You know, he is just about the only LSU player that doesn't wear white shoes, and it worked against him. Yeah. Look, it's the details that matter.
Yep. Have we seen the picture from Greg Brady yet? Do we know if it was... Sorry, it's a bad reference. I'll explain it later.
Brady Bunch?
That was a bad Brady Bunch reference. One episode. If you know, you know. I just like to mess with him from time to time. And we're up 28-6. I'm going to enjoy myself in the moment. 3:32 to go in the third quarter.
You're always a little more comfortable in these types of situations than I am, because I know how explosive this LSU offense can be.
That's why I'm enjoying it while I can, just to see. All right, I think they got it sorted out. Let's listen in to Ken Williamson.
After further review, after controlling the ball, the receiver's foot came down and hit the line with his toe. Therefore, the pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line. The clock will start on snap.
So he made the legal catch, but when he came down, the toe was on the line. And so Bama catches a break right there. Instead of a first down inside the Bama 20-yard line, or 25 anyway, it'll be 2nd and 10 back at the 39. Anderson, Daniels, Taylor's the receivers to the near side of the field. They also have one wide right. Durham's the running back. He gets the handoff, and he gets about a half yard, but no more, and it'll be 3rd and long upcoming for LSU. James Smith there on the stop, the sophomore out of Montgomery's Carver High School.
We've been applying a lot of pressure on these 3rd and long situations, especially right here, because if you get some sort of sack or throwaway, they're going to have to punt the ball. Anticipate a short throw.
Tigers 3 of 9 on 3rd downs. 2 wide outs each side. Single setback Durham. Pressure coming from Bama. He runs into the blitz. He is down right at midfield. Jahad Campbell leveled him, and that will bring up 4th and a bunch for the Bayou Bengals.
Well, Deshaun Jones is actually the one. He's come in and kind of played that nickel. He comes around the middle, and Campbell actually looped all the way around to the left side of the line of scrimmage. He was playing that containment position. So when Nussmeier tried to roll out, it was right into the arms of 11.
Jahad able to beat his man on that side.
Damian's been calling for it all year, man. Twist games up front, and then replacement to keep a quarterback going right into the defender's arms.
And flags come in, delay of game, LSU again.
5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
And it really doesn't matter.
6 punts.
Although that does probably give us a better opportunity for a return, because now you have to get a little more leg and can't have quite that hang time.
Forgive me, 6 penalties, 50 yards. I know we made him punt it a few times, but just the once for 42 yards.
Got to secure the catch here.
Blake Oceandorf punting this one end under end. Fair catch called for and made by Ryan Williams right at the 15-yard line, and Alabama will have it. 1st and 10 from right there, leading 28-6 with 2:04 remaining in this ball game. Excuse me, in the 3rd quarter. In the 3rd quarter. I was trying to hurry it along.
This is the drive right here. Chew some clock off. Be productive on 1st down. You eliminate any hope of LSU having a comeback.
This is the MTAQ drive. Nick Saban make their quit. It would be nice right here if we could get that. From the 15. Milroe getting the snap. Looking, firing. He's got his tight end, Dupree. Breaks a tackle, 25. Dupree fighting forward to the 27 before he's brought down. CJ, the senior from Scranton, PA. Tight end on the Mackey Award watch list coming into the year. Picks up 12 on that play.
So LSU here, they go into man coverage. They're pretty much committing everyone to try at the line of scrimmage to try to stop the run. You recognize it. You still get good protection up front. You're able to hit Dupree on the crosser, who has a step or two on that defensive back who's trailing him, having to go around trash.
Miller, the setback to the right of Milroe. From the 27, 1st and 10 Bama. Milroe keeps it himself, trying to get to the edge, and wisely just gets to the safety of the boundary. Got a yard, maybe. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Braden Swinson, the defensive end, was forcing him to run to the near sideline.
But it's a read option. So once again, you're forcing LSU to play 11 on 11. You know, think about a lot of times you just have a quarterback who hands it off. They got numbers. But now you incorporate the quarterback, and all of a sudden it's man-to-man.
Law, Williams, and Bernard wide to the near side of the field. Snap to Milroe. Swings it out quickly to Law, who gets wrapped up on a great individual effort on the part of Zy Alexander, the corner. They're going to say incomplete pass?
No, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, that's the last play of the quarter.
Got it.
Play clock is right at the game clock. Alabama should not have to snap it again.
Won't do so. So it was a complete pass, and it was a great play by Alexander, who wrapped up the man while fighting off a blocker.
Actually, we will have to snap it, won't we? think the play clock is...
Bama's not acting like they are. The fours are already going up from C.J. Dupree. And the quarter does end before the play clock expires. And so we will go to the fourth. Alabama, a 28-6 lead over LSU. The Tide will have the ball in third down upcoming when we return on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Lilly Company is your local supplier for Toyota and Clark Industrial forklift trucks. With 6 locations in Alabama, the Lilly Company offers new, used, and rental equipment, as well as being an authorized parts and service dealer. More than just lift trucks, the Lilly Company is your one-stop shop when it comes to equipping your business or warehouse with the latest and most innovative material handling products and time-saving solutions. Check us out at LillyForklifts.com, proud partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Alabama football all season long. This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Head Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Start your engines, let's go!
To book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
In the third quarter to build up this lead to 28-6 over the LSU Tigers. A moment ago, we saw Jahad Campbell with Alabama's second sack of the ball game. So now 20 sacks this year for the Crimson Tide. Bama's sack count presented by Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers, an Alabama tailgate tradition, and now an official partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Get a sackful at Guthrie's. We go down now to our Cook's Pest Control sideline reporter Damian Square, brought to you by Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control and a proud sponsor of Alabama football. And Damian, speaking of Alabama football, this really feels like it with the way Alabama has played tonight in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, collectively, man, everybody, all three phases, like they like to say on ESPN, man, everybody's played big-time football, complimentary football. From a time of possession standpoint, we definitely play Alabama football today. Defense getting in situations, putting fires out, man. It's definitely feel like old Alabama football.
Crimson Tide with a 3rd and 9 from their own 28-yard line, leading 28-6 as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Josh Cuevas in the ball game for Alabama. He is split wide of the near side of the field. Milroe, quarterback draw, has room 30, 35, 40, foot race across midfield, 30, 20, 10, good night, touchdown Alabama. 72 yards, and Jalen Milroe sends a good bit of the 102,000 that were here at kickoff for the exits. 34-6. The Tide keeps on rolling.
Well, the LSU defense gambled. They went man coverage, and Nick Sheridan called up the perfect play. Had a lead blocker and his running back, and Jalen Milroe in a little counter, a design quarterback draw. Once he was able to get past that first level of defensive line, all the DBs had their backs turned, and he was able to run right up the gut for a long touchdown.
Nicholson boots it through. Bama 35, LSU 6. Your Bromberg scoring drive, 4 plays, 85 yards, 2:14 off the game clock. Jalen Milroe, you may have heard of him. He's back. 72 yards for the touchdown. His 3rd rushing TD of the night, or is that number 4? Thank you very much. If you're scoring at home, it is 4 for 4. Milroe on touchdown runs, and the Tide leads it big here in the Bayou.
Just going back thinking, I mean, what do we have? 60, 70 yards passing?
No.
It's actually more. It's over 100.
Yeah.
We talked about in pregame, if you can get to 200 or so rushing, you're going to feel pretty good.
No doubt.
We surpassed that.
And I think you talked about Justice Haynes getting 100 yards rushing. You don't mind that it's Jalen Milroe who's got 190, do you? The kickoff will be fielded at the 1 by Thomas. Thomas across the 20, across the 25, and brought down at the 28. Flags come in late. Probably a block in the back.
I'm hoping that and not a face mask.
Yeah.
We need to make an adjustment on this kick coverage, though, because consistently we're giving too big of a gap up the middle for them to return through.
See what the signal will be here from Ken Williamson's crew. Wow. They're playing our song. Got a lot of Bama folks here. Telling the Tiger faithful.
Big return, personal foul, face mask, kicking team number 5. 15-yard penalties and then the run. First down.
So the face mask call on King Mack. That's the 5th penalty, 45 yards on Alabama.
First down for the Tigers.
And so LSU will start this drive at their own 47-yard line. Josh Williams, the running back. Nussmeier, play action. Looking, dumps it off to the running back who makes the grab, getting into Bama territory at the 49, but Williams will be brought down there after the pickup. Sets up a 2nd and 6.
Solid on the back end in this zone coverage. Keep everything underneath you and simply rally to it and make the open field tackle.
From the Bama 49, 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Nussmeier scrambling, looking, and gets to the 45 and then gets out of bounds. They'll give him that mark, and it will be 3rd and a couple from right there.
Boy, you give him a really good spot. He's actually down to about the 44-yard line.
Some younger guys out there. Jordan Renaud on the defensive front for Alabama, along with James Smith and also Damon Payne. They'll run it up the middle. They'll break a tackle, and they'll get a couple. That's enough for a first down. Josh Williams on the carry. Get 3 officially, and moving the chains once again. Clock running with 13:27 and moving. Snap, Nussmeier looking, pump fake, scrambles now to his left. Flag comes in, firing down the left sideline. It's incomplete, but probably a hold there. He was trying to connect with C.J. Daniels. It's in the area of a hold anyway. We'll see what they go with.
Personal foul, hands in face, defense number 90. 15-yard penalty, previous spot, automatic first down.
Jordan Renaud.
Yeah, Renaud guilty of the penalty. The freshman, 2nd-year freshman out of Sarasota, Florida.
You know what, as we continue to build this defensive depth, though, along the defensive front, you hate to see those kind of penalties, but as a defensive guy, I would assume you need the reps.
Yep.
Sometimes you learn more from your mistakes.
Nussmeier swings it out near side, but knocked out of bounds. Great read on the part of Jihad Campbell, able to hustle over and get the receiver, Caden Durham, out of bounds. He was the running back who they swung it to quickly. One of those plays, Tyler, we talk about almost like an extended handoff, but Bama able to cover it well.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was designed to go that quickly to the on the little swing route, or if Garrett Nussmeier just doesn't feel comfortable with how clouded and murky this secondary is in Alabama.
Hand it off up the middle, and Durham again, this time on a traditional carry, and he does pick up about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 from right there. Bray Hubbard making the stop. 12:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers 4 of 11 on 3rd downs. They've got 3rd and 5 right here. 3 wideouts left. Tied into the right side is Taylor. Single setback again is Durham. Man in motion goes to the right side. Nussmeier with pressure coming. Scrambles. Pressure coming after him. He fires it left, and it's incomplete. Man, he was being run down in a hurry by Yanze Pierre, the freshman out of Eufaula High School in Eufaula, Alabama. He was about to wrap him up and get his first sack in a Bama uniform, but forced Nussmeier to unload it.
And Damian, this is as good of a job of the pressure packages. I mean, we are forcing him, Nussmeier, to roll out right into our arms.
Absolutely, man. This guy is really good when he can set his feet. Like I said, man, he grew up in a house with an offensive coordinator, so time benefits him. You want to move this guy and speed him up. And so far, we've been doing a good job of that.
4th and 5, Tigers have to go for it. Nussmeier looking to his right, dumps it off, catches made, and not able to get there was Josh Williams. Bama turning away the Tigers on 4th down again.
I tell you, this defense is really starting to figure out what Kane Womack wants and expects out of them in this zone concept. It took several weeks for them to kind of keep their head on a swivel and know where to be, but right now they have it dialed up over the last couple of weeks, taking away the downfield throws, forcing the checkdowns, and then being able to rally to it for short gains.
Get down your fiddle and get down your bow as we head to a break. 11:46 to play here in Baton Rouge. It's all Bama, 35-6 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Sports not only bring us together, they inspire us on our own health journeys. Whether we're walking an extra lap, crushing a new goal, or spending time with friends cheering in the stands. We all win when we feel healthier and happier. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is a proud sponsor of athletic programs across the state. Because a healthier Alabama is a happier Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Here at Payless Drugs, we continue to be just what the doctor ordered. We know getting the medicine you need is especially important during these unique times. And for your safety and convenience, we offer a drive-thru at every location. Plus, we have prescription delivery and contactless pickup at all locations. Now's the time to take care of your immunization needs. Stop by any of our convenient locations today.
Just what the doctor ordered. Payless Drugs.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouth-watering food and refreshing drinks. Juicy burgers, crispy wings, craft beers, signature cocktails. 1225, where the energy is high, the screens are massive, and the excitement is contagious. Visit 1225 on the Strip in Tuscaloosa, less than 2 blocks from Bryant-Denny Stadium. 1225 Sports Bar, where sports, food, and fun collide.
Tonight's Alabama LSU game presented by Beatbox. The original Party Punch, 9 delicious flavors, non-carbonated and resealable. Be the MVP of your next game day tailgate with Beatbox. We still have 11:46 left to go in this game. It's Alabama 35 and LSU 6. Our radio affiliate of the game is WFOR FM 92.7 in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Follow the Crimson Tide Sports Network on Facebook. Tell us where you're listening from for a chance to win 2 free meals from Jack's. Thank you to FM 92.7 in Hattiesburg, Mississippi for carrying Alabama football this season. We continue live inside the Alabama Credit Union broadcast booth. Feel good about your money. And once again on the call, Chris Stewart.
Thank you so very much, Roger. Tell you what, traffic may not be the issue. It normally is trying to get out of this stadium. Alabama leading at 35-6, and the faithful decided to head for the house. Jam Miller in the backfield for Alabama. Jalen Milroe, the quarterback. 3 wideouts to the right. Tight end offset to the left. Robbie Utes. The handoff goes to Jam. He'll go forward across the 25 to about the 26. Whit Weeks made the stop as LSU's frontline defense is still in there.
It's the Jam Miller, Justice Haynes show from here on out. Almost want to untag any sort of read option as well. Really don't want Milroe pulling it at all. Just go ahead and hand it off.
Alabama is running as much of the play clock as they possibly can. Now it's down to 10, and they just go to the line of scrimmage now at 7. 4 to snap it. They snap it at 3. They hand it off to Miller right side. Jam trying to get to the edge, cuts it back, and he will gain a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and right at 3 for Alabama from right there.
But he does a good job of setting himself up, and he plants that outside foot. Once he has 2 defenders and he can't get the edge, plants that foot and cuts it up. So he wants all that momentum falling forward after contact, and he's able to make this a manageable 3rd and 2.
The execution has been terrific by the Alabama staff, but how about the game plan for Nick Sheridan, the OC, along with head coach Kalen DeBoer and the rest of the Alabama staff. Milroe keeps it himself right side, and he'll get wrapped up for a loss of a couple on the play. It's one of the few times they've gotten him for a negative play all night long.
Well, and it should have been a give, though. And sometimes you're wanting that outside defender, that line in the man on the line of scrimmage to crash so that you can pull it. But here, because of where we are in the game, if it's not crystal clear and he's not making contact with your running back, I'm handing the ball off.
So Bama will have to punt. That's a rarity tonight for the Crimson Tide. Only one other punt this evening from James Burnett. The majority of his work has been as a holder on PATs for Graham Nicholson, as Burnett will absolutely launch a missile. Fielded all the way at the 15 and then stumbling back at the 10-yard line on the return was Thomas. 62 yards on that one. What a kick from James Burnett. It's that kind of night. 9:26 to go. Timeout on the field. 35-6. Bama still with the lead on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
This season, don't let your home comfort fumble. Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is a proud partner of Alabama football and has been delivering the highest standards in home comfort across Birmingham for over 60 years. If you're looking for a great team and elite service from a quality company that cares, you can't miss with Brown in Birmingham. Score big this fall with Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit brownheatingandcooling.com/specials to save on your next service. Roll Tide.
This is Alabama Crimson Tide football from Learfield.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek, Wetumpka, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek, Wetumpka. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Still 9 9 minutes, 26 seconds to go in Baton Rouge. Alabama 35 and LSU 6. The official attendance for tonight's game, courtesy of ATIX. The official attendance for tonight's game, 102,283. ATIX, proud sponsor of the game's attendance. ATIX says thank you to all ticket-holding Crimson Tide fans, and let's go ahead and give you the best move of the game as well. It's presented by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion works hard to be the best in the game. Proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Got to go with Jalen Milroe, what he has done in this football game, rushing the football. 12 carries for 185 yards, 4 touchdowns in this game for Jalen Milroe. So he joined Sean Alexander, only players in Alabama history to have multiple games with 4+ rushing touchdowns. Alexander had 5 against BYU in 98 and also 4 against LSU in 96. Milroe now with 4 against LSU last year and tonight.
He's got their number.
You were there for that Sean Alexander game. In 98.
96, and I was not here, my friend, but Butch was.
Man, there's a lot of ways I could go with that line now, but I need Butch way too much. I ain't going to tick him off, and you'll hit me. 1st and 10, LSU back at their own 12-yard line. Nussmeier, the quarterback, rolling to his right. Fires, catch is made. Getting to the 15 and up to the 17-yard line, Caden Durham.
What do they say?
Ouch.
This Alabama defense has turned Garrett Nussmeier to check down Charlie. I mean, he is just hitting check down after check down, and that has not gotten it done this evening.
Did that come on after the Brady Bunch?
I heard somebody else talk about that, and I stole it from him.
2nd down and 6. Nussmeier with time, looking, firing, hit delivered after the catch was made by Durham. Quite a pop delivered by Alabama's Deshaun Jones, the 4th-year junior out of Baltimore, Maryland. He's a Wake Forest transfer. Hadn't called his name a lot, but I got a feeling we will be more often.
When you think about it, over the course of the 4 quarters here, Kyron Lacey and Mason Taylor have only been targeted combined, I guarantee you, 10 times.
Tigers 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are just 4 of 12 on 3rd downs today. Nussmeier looking, firing, catch is made. One man could not wrap up the receiver, C.J. Daniels. That's a good move on the edge that got him the needed yardage for the 1st down to the LSU 26.
Yeah, Damani Jackson was in coverage, and he had all kinds of inside help, but he bit on the fake to the interior, and that's what allowed the receiver to get to outside for the 1st down.
Nussmeier on 1st and 10. Looking down the right side. Did it get picked? Bray Hubbard. Did he get the hands underneath? They say he did. He says he did. And they're both right. Bama gets the pick. Bray Hubbard, his 2nd on the year. And Alabama has the ball up 35-6 with 7:43 to go. 2nd interception for Bama in this game.
And I think this is a case where the wet field, the receiver slipped. I think he was expecting a post route, but Bray Hubbard slipped also and did a heck of a job of diving back off of his knees to intercept that ball.
Timeout on the field, 7:43 to play. Even though the TV side has gone away, we will keep it right here. Sorry for the pump fake. I've had a few of those.
We're all hanging on the next Brady Bunch reference that you're going to make.
No, we'll just instead go to Roger.
Yeah, while we have a little bit of time, every Alabama interception participating Chick-fil-A restaurants in Alabama donate $1,000 to Children's of Alabama as our Picks for Kids partner. With a 2 tonight, that is now 13 picks for Bama, $13,000 for Children's of Alabama. Special thank you to the Chick-fil-A locations in Alabama who are proud to support Children's of Alabama this year.
Think we're going to see Ty Simpson now?
I think it's appropriate for him to be in the game. There's nothing else you have left to prove. Let's get Ty Simpson in and, let's get across the 50 and then maybe run a little offense as well with him at the helm.
How about this? We're already across the 50. We're going to set up shop 1st and 10.
Let's run our offense.
At the Tiger 47-yard line. Damian Square Pretty special night, buddy.
Hey, it was a special night here in Baton Rouge, baby. And I told the guys on the sideline, I said, hey, man, I'm trying to get back to my hotel as soon as possible. They took care of that. I really appreciate that. But on the other hand, I am one of the guys that really love to see Todd Simpson play football, baby. So I'm excited about this last 7 minutes and 43 seconds that I get to see my boy put in some work.
6'2", 215, the third-year sophomore out of Martin, Tennessee, and Westview High School. Another son of a coach. He was the Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year. Coming out of Westview, threw for just under 3,000 yards, 47 touchdowns, rushed for over 860 and 11 touchdowns as a senior, a four-star prospect coming out of Martin, Tennessee. ESPN's second best dual threat quarterback and a top 50 pick at that position as well. And he will indeed come out with the rest of the Bama offense. Richard Young will be the running back, the second-year freshman out of Lehigh Acres, Florida. Boy, last week, 3 carries, but 63 yards for the young man. Great to see a smile on the face. Jalen Milroe on the Bama sideline and helmet in hand after the game.